Moose. Started off Moose slow. I was getting bought for the low back then. 15 years old, beat a boy, yeah, leave him as bloody poke back then. In the Lincoln 6 deep, little homies holding poles back then. Even when we had nothing, me and my dogs had hoes back then, back then, back then. Even when we had nothing, me and my dogs had hoes back then, back then, back then. In the Lincoln 6 deep, little homies holding poles back then. You was my brother back then. So how we end up as strangers in the end? On tour late nights, driving through the AM. You left me all alone when you were supposed to be my friend. Guess we gon' go our separate ways and see life through a different lens. Lately I've been focusing on getting cake, it's the only thing that makes sense. Guess you can call this a new phase. Got a whole new style you rappers can rent. I got tired of the toothpaste. Got my own camp, yeah, a whole new 10. Just bought me a new whip. Just gotta get the bump in the tens. Baby, I love you how you is. You don't need no booty or tits. Just be there for me when I'm feeling like shit. Just be there for me when I'm feeling like shit. And the Link 16 little homies on pose back then.
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good? We in the building. We in the building. We in the building. We in the building. We in the building.
Even when we had nothing, me and my dogs had hoes.
Drink Sinatra, you know it's too early in the stream. You're gonna get me demonetized. I'm not gonna say what I want to say. Drink Sinatra, if you think I was the main one yelling today, go rewatch the news and tell me who yelled more than Moose, because it definitely wasn't me. Bro, that song's like 10 years old, okay? You guys aren't gonna shame me and make me feel bad, okay? Yeah, that song's ass. Why you think I stopped making music and started potting, you guys? You know what I mean? Sacramento, California, 42 Fruit Ridge, tapping in. Shout out to the Ridge, man. I got a lot of homies in the Ridge. Bro, I screamed at one moment because those dummies on the pod were trying to act like Neon didn't take an L, not defending his goddamn religion. I just yelled that one time. You could check the rest of the pod. I never yelled, not once again. So Drink Sinatra, you have something stuck up your bottom because you must be tripping, or something stuck in your ears and you can't hear right. Moose, thanks for repping for us blacks. Love from Austin, Texas. Shout out to the black homies. You already know what it is. I don't ban nobody, Drink Sinatra, but just know that your criticisms aren't very valid because they don't track to reality. So I just can't take them seriously. Click Squad Zoe, East Coast, South Carolina, checking in. Those classes. See, Donnie Blitz, like you're an op, but then you like say gay stuff, so I don't know what to say. Yeah, and I was definitely Pooh yelling today. It was fire energy. Ricky was yelling back, bro. They yelled for like 20 minutes straight, and I was just chilling back. Man, just letting them get their stuff off, man. I've been trying to work on just chilling back sometimes. You feel me? Shout out to Khalifas. That's kickback activities. I be rocking your tee, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I be rocking it. Mars Queen Marlene, shout out. Hey, Moose, you know what it is? We in here, yo, Juke season. Your boy's tripping on me because I said he was a nobody. I'm sorry. But we're gonna look into some things today and just check if maybe he is somebody. Maybe I had him messed up. Maybe he's putting up way more numbers than Moose, especially about a year ago. But we'll get into all that. We just gonna let people get. We're gonna let everybody kind of roam on in, and then we'll get to the meat and potatoes. We back in this thing, the 916. Yeah, you know what it is. Mr. Malanka is in the building. Chromaz shows up on Moosey. Yo, yeah, I definitely was doing that to simp for Chromaz. That's definitely why I made that argument today. Turn up your volume. My volume, is it really not loud? It's kind of maxed out. I don't want to be too loud. Pooh and Ralphie was talking over everyone. There was one point where they were both talking and trying to make a point at the same time. That happens a lot. I don't know why. Like, I feel like we've been up there long enough to where it's like, if I'm saying something, but I could tell someone else isn't going to stop talking, I'll just stop talking for the sake of the pod. But they don't really have that in them to where if they're talking and someone else starts talking, they're going to just continue talking. And even if the other person just continues talking. So I don't know. I don't know what to do, but you do yell over people when you believe you're right on every pod. Also finish people's sentences. I'm just helping to grow your potential. Bro, I haven't finished somebody's sentence in like 2 weeks at least. So y'all got to give me like a timestamp and like a thing, you know. Moose, what did you get at Panda Express? I got a plate, steamed rice, super greens, honey, what is it? Honey sesame chicken with the green beans and Beijing beef. That's what I got. That's what I got. But yeah, I loved having a good time with them, man. All you have to do what Adam does and say one effing mic. Sometimes there's too much going on, and I just, I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do. Sometimes Ricky said he's the A mic on the news, so Ricky got to shut that down. But Ricky be going on tangents too. You know what I mean? Yo, why did we delete this message, you guys? Don't delete any messages. Kenny Malice, okay? I can't stand up for MJ. No beef, but he got to get bled right quick. Yeah, I don't got beef with MJ. I could never beef with that bozo. Donnie Blitz, can you relax in the chat for a second? Countdown for Wack getting arrested. Yo, bro. You know what? I'm not gonna speak because Wack's gonna be at No Jumper tomorrow. He's definitely gonna press me. So let's just see what happens. I'm gonna do a vlog tomorrow just in case Wack presses me. I'm gonna have my phone out and be like, I'm gonna get it all on camera. I'm 911 on speed now. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think Wack is even aware of anything that I've said about him. I feel like I haven't said nothing too crazy. I just said I think he's more likely to get picked up and arrested than he is working with the feds or something like that. And I think he would probably appreciate that, right? Like, you would rather go to prison than be like telling as like a gangsta dude, right? Wack not getting arrested, bro. Y'all know they don't arrest their own. Okay, see, now you guys are gonna get me in trouble. Jala's getting sued. We need to react to that too. Yo, I heard people were mass reporting his video for what is it, like kind of describing like secret revenge corn stuff. I don't know. Moose, what's good, my boy? West Seattle Dragonite. What did your name used to be? Your name was not always West Seattle Dragonite when I modded you up. There's no way. Is that John Baker? I'll call 911 for you so everything will be cool. So the Moose is on the loose. What's good? Oos. Shout out to all my Islanders. I haven't shouted out my Islanders in a minute. My Samoans, my Tongans, my Marshall Islands folks. What other Islanders are there? What other Islanders are there? Johnny, I knew it. Johnny. Why didn't they talk about Caesar Gastelum on the news? Caesar Gastelum. Let's look him up right now. Let's look him up and we could talk about him tonight. Gastelum. I only know Kevin Gastelum from... Oh, I definitely know who this is. We talked about it on the Food Community Pod. I was thinking of Kevin Gastelum, the UFC fighter. Remember him? Not a Dragonite, Houston Bay. That's Brazy. Yeah, we got all of them. I feel like Kyle right now. Munchie B's beard. Does Munchie B have a beard?
That's that real music, man.
Does Munchie B have a beard? Munchie B. Munchie B's beard. Munchie B don't got no damn beard. I guess kinda. Which one could you say? Beard. I mean, he's kind of got like the moose going on. Is this a tattoo or a sideburn? No, that's a tattoo. Yeah, he's just got the moose going on, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Munchie B has a beard, but shout out Munchie B's beard for subscribing. Was Lush catfish? We need answers, damn it. I don't think he was no, I don't think so. Moose looks Samoan. I'm not Samoan, but like a lot of my family is half Samoan. All my Cisneros family that raps in Sacramento, they're all like half Samoan, half Islander. Some of them are big as hell. Big ass Nortes. Yeah, he has a mustache on the back of his neck, gang. Okay. Why everybody be hating on Munchie's ducktail? I feel like that's normal for like NorCal stuff, but I guess in LA it's not as normal. I don't know. Why didn't you guys talk about Low Tier God talking about the Looks Maxer founder? Yeah, what's up with that Looks Maxer founder? He's like a straight, like he looked like a straight incel, no? But here, we'll keep up Cesar Gastelum, because he got popped. I don't think we could watch the video, but we could definitely talk about it. You just brought up Looks Maxer creator. I saw him linking with Clavicular, and he looked crazy. He looked like kind of like a fat little boom kind of type of thing. Oh, they're giving Clavicular the Looks Max creator. Okay. We probably gotta go Twitter for this, John. But we'll figure it out. What else should we be talking about? Musla, the Caribbean islands. Is it Caribbean? Pirates of the Caribbean? Why isn't it Pirates of the Caribbean? Or do some people say Pirates of... No, everyone says Pirates of the Caribbean. But then when you travel, you say, I'm going to the Caribbean. Why is that? Wack is so narcissistic, he thinks he won't get put away. I don't know. I don't know enough with the knowledge that's provided to me. I can't really make a definitive answer on what's going to happen with Wack. I need to see what's going on. Moose, you ever crack big old cheeks that when you spread them, it stank a little, but in a hood way? See, like, how did Trillavision become a mod in my chat saying stuff like that? Honestly, like, Trillavision, like, I wish another mod could ban mods, because then they could ban Trillavision for saying that freaky shit. Didn't Lush say he cracked Houston Bay already? I think that was a lie. I'm going to be honest. I think he's lying. He said 2 months ago. 2 months ago, Lush was not in Houston, Texas. There's no way. Talk about that tweaker S-word content creator who just faked his death. Oh, is it the white dude that got beat up by 5'9" bully? No way he faked that, right? Wax scared them 60's going to get him, but sadly they're going to get R&B to get him. Oh, we don't want to see that. I seen they were trying to say R&B has a BBL and she looked way different before her surgeries, and Wax been saying she's all natural. I think that's what the Reddit was saying, that she used to have like flat pancake or something. I don't know. The Reddit's crazy. Who is your Dragonite Crypt for your channel? The Dragonite Crypt for my channel is definitely Kenny Malice. Dragonite Norteño, Munchie got a spoiler. Walk the Walk 6168, shout out to you. Do you actually fuck with Doughboy? I hate him. I love Doughboy more than anyone at No Jumper. Shout out to Doughboy. No, I'm just kidding. Not more than anyone, but I've just learned to love Doughboy, accept him for who he is. And once you do that, you kind of look at the things that he does and says in a much different light, and it will save you a lot of stress in your life. Just don't stress over it. Bro, what the fuck happened to Perez Hilton? Was he stabbing himself on live stream? We should talk about that as well. I don't think we could watch that because of YouTube TOS, but we might as well bring that up. There has to be like a censored version. Has to be a censored version. This dude's got kids too. I thought he was gay, no? Isn't Perez Hilton like famously gay? You know, we're still just collecting. We're still collecting topics. Did you hear what Yuri said about you? What now, Johnny Sneed? Everybody always says he disses me, but I don't believe you guys. I don't think Yuri would do that. Why would Yuri diss me? What did I do? What's the atmosphere at No Jumper? Seems like people are walking on ice due to the whole Wax situation. I don't think people are walking on ice. Because Wax only there one day out the week on Thursdays they film the show, right? So Wax only there once a week. So the rest of the days, I mean, I'm sure he could pull up if someone says something super crazy, but I don't think he's going to do that, especially with all the heat that's on him. I don't think him pulling up and trying to assault somebody at No Jumper is the best look for him at this current state. So, and I don't think of Wax tripping like that. I feel like he's playing it cool. He's playing it like, man, none of this has to really do with me. They just toss my name in there. He's kind of trying to like just sweep it under the rug. So I don't think he's going to pull up and beat somebody up. I don't think anybody's worried about that either. R&B looked like Section 8 before the Whack glow up, respectfully. I mean, she didn't look horrible. Doughboy was up there looking like a whole raw rotisserie chicken. That I can see that, definitely, indeed. The Faith Over Fear hoodie was crazy. Crazy. I said that you read the wrong name. Drink Sinatra. I see what you're saying. Do you actually fuck with Doughboy? I hate him. Drink Sinatra. You said that. I'm sorry. Jesus. Calm down, bud. When Wack gets locked up, I'm gonna pass the bottle to Munchie every Thursday. I'll start drinking if that happens. I'll start drinking every day. Fool's always pretending to be gay to get coochie. Rest in peace, Perez. He's not dead. Perez Hilton's alive. Does Wack really got a big booty like 607 and Unk and Brick say? I mean, you've seen Unk? Why are you asking me? Winnie 100 won't do nothing. Shout out to Munchie B's beard. Is that really a picture? It really is a picture of Munchie B's chin. Basically said you're a soulless mod for going to No Jumper, that this era of NJ is the worst. I mean, imagine anyone taking Yuri's Imagine anyone thinking that Yuri was like ever like what am I trying to think, like an authority on if somebody's like a good podcaster or this era is good. Do you think Yuri watches any No Jumper? He hasn't watched No Jumper since he tried to sue Adam and failed. I know he hasn't watched, so he just hears like the rumors, maybe he sees a clip here and there and he's like, oh yeah, everybody says this the worst, it's the worst, it's the worst. Man, shut up, boy. You get fucking 5 viewers and yo 10-hour streams gets 60 views. Nobody cares about your opinion no more, my boy. That has came and passed. Let me see. Can you explain to me why my name is gray on here, and also why is there a Discord link? I've never seen that. It's my Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, join the Discord. And if you guys ever want to say something to me, I'll bring you in the Discord and we could chop it up. We could do kind of a pun, a let me cook situation, you know what I'm saying? So if you're into that type of thing, you ever want to get your narrative off on me or anyone else at No Jumper or anyone in this whole space, and you want to talk about it or get my opinion on it, join the Discord, and you have something interesting to say, I'll pull you in. Did they polygraph you before working for CHP? Just failed mine. I don't work for CHP. Hey, dog, maybe Wack ain't telling on Big U case, but he definitely telling in the Jay Reed incident. He was suspect number 4 for attempted murder? They charged him with attempted murder for the Jay Reed situation. Jay Reed's alley, man. It's a crazy place. You should stream video games. If you game too, you would get more followers while talking to chat. I feel like it's the opposite. No, nobody wants to see me playing video games. Like, I'm gonna do that, but I'll do it on Twitch. Got about 300. How many followers I got on Twitch? I used to stream on Twitch back in the day. How many Twitch followers did we amass with our giant following? So many people. Just, how do I see it? How do you see how many people are in here? I don't know, but I think I have like 300 followers. We'll stream on Twitch if you do the video games. I feel like nobody wants to see me play video games, but I'll do it when we're bored and, you know, play with the homies. Pause. We're gonna play the Real Honesty Network. Me and Brody are gonna challenge them in 2K 2v2. I'll stream that, you know, that type of stuff. But I used to stream a bunch of video games. That's all. I did video games and I talked to the chat. Guess what? I had 5 fucking viewers. Nobody cared. So I don't know. Take Doughboy with you to get fresh. It will make a good vlog. I'm going to have to take him to Burlington because that's the only place he wants to go. And I'll show him how to get fresh in Burlington. Like, you can get fresh. Like, he picks not good things from Burlington, but he could go to Burlington and get a fit off. I promise. Can you explain to me why my name is Gray? Drink Sinatra, your name's Gray because you're not a mod or anything. Jug Season said, hit that like button on BD. Okay. You on your smack shit on GD on BD. Dragonite House, Houston Bay. I said Houston Bay. Rumor is Doughboy's writing a script about Lush's love life. He has like 5 different scripts, and him and the Edgars at No Jumper have been working on a script. I don't know about what, but they're like, Doughboy pulls up on days he's not even on the pod. Like, he was at No Jumper all day yesterday working on a script with the Edgars. I don't know. Did you watch Spider-Man yet? No, but I'll probably go this weekend. I heard it's really good. And even though Adam doesn't want to watch it, who cares? How Munchie is the only host to never get fan hate like ever. Fans were not feeling brick the first months. I don't know how Munchie never misses with fan reception. B-team, though. I think he's just the perfect, lovable guy, you know? He's got the, like, reputation where he's just, you know, was a maniac, King Von type of guy. He's blind. That makes him interesting. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like a superhero. He's kind of like, what's bro from X-Men? He takes the thing off, Cyclops. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like Cyclops from X-Men. He's funny. He's able to roll with the punches. He gets on a lot of beef and usually comes out on top of a lot of these back and forths. You know what I'm saying? So people still watch Yuri. We could pull it up and see. I guess we could test that. I'm sure he's live right now. You go to Kick. This might slow down because Kick's probably got a bunch of fucking overlays and shit, and my laptop is gonna catch fire. But hey, you know, it is what it is. What's his name? Harmonious. Let's test out our spelling. Harmonious Yuri. Let's check him out. People still watch Yuri. That's what my boy said. Southside Millie said people still watch Yuri. Okay, this isn't loading. Okay. Let's just give it some time to load, I guess. Okay, that doesn't seem like it's ever going to load. I think we could, you know, go on a limb and say people probably don't watch Yuri. I mean, I used to watch Yuri. I stopped watching Yuri years ago when he switched to Kick, even before he, you know, disowned me. Whack got Hall of Fame recoil, so I've heard. Moken Friend 7677. Someone take your phone away, honestly. Repo Man T said Compa said Germ was creaming on him on Snap during the McGregor fight. I mean, shit, if that's true, yeah, if you get luscious sloppy seconds and you're bragging about it, that is generational JCat behavior. So it's all good, you know. That we're rocking. You know what it is. My boy Moose down south taking over and spreading Northern Cali across the U.S. starting in L.A. Yes, we are going to make the whole world like Northern California. You know how like Sneeko goes around and he says like, I'm gonna make like Islam become like America's main religion. I'm gonna make all of America Northern California. Do you ever get annoyed by all the fake tough guy antics at No Jumper? Not really, because I just kind of like, I know some guys, they got to do that type of stuff, you know, they got to do their thing. They got to do that because that's a part of their image, and you know, they got to hold it down, I guess. Quick said they used to troll Donnie saying Yuri was talking shit about him. They got him once, and Donnie actually started talking shit about him. They just got me, so hey. 2x said pray for Scoom. Smoke Papa said Whack is 100% telling in that Jay Reed case. Damn, I didn't know it was still going on. A criminal case is still going on for the Jay Reed thing. Soda Up said, what do you think about the narrative that Adam only hired you because he wanted to get back at Yuri? Imagine he's paying me month after month, having me 3 times a week show up just to dig at Yuri. When they accepted my application, they didn't even know I worked for Yuri. They found that out during the host competition. But if that's the case, I mean, hey, I'm enjoying my time being a DEI hire. Moken Friend said, free the fucking eagle, free the hog, Aunt Hefe, man. I miss Aunt Hefe. Free Moose Cannon. Yeah, free Moose Cannon. Free Moose Cannon. Do you see when Sharp said he was going to make Lush shit himself back then? Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Maybe Yuri can be your mod now. True. Tell Yuri to try out. I got him. His ship has sailed. Speak on the Nolan Wells case. Has there been an update? I was covering it, or I was looking into it when it first started. I haven't seen any updates. I saw they were investigating his mom who worked in healthcare for malpractice or something, but it's like, why is that a headline? When like, is it to like diminish his mom's character? I didn't get that. Why are they recording?
100%. That's crazy.
Keaton Gardner. I just joined the Discord,
man.
but you still ain't make the StreamYard, my boy. Do that when you can, then post a live link so we could join up and talk some shit with you. I don't really like StreamYard. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like StreamYard. I don't like Ricky has us do this thing. Somebody else on the pod with a different pod had me do Zoom. We're doing Discord. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if it's janky. I don't care if it's not as clean. I don't like the little StreamYard. I don't know, bro. So down for the let me cook segments. Go be a slot influencer. Yo, get at me right after I talk about like anti gambling shit. I'm just like, yo, give me that rain bet deal. You have ever imagined so many people be speaking on open cases on social media? Not at all. No. OG Big Mike says, stay consistent, keep being you. This next 30 days could change your life forever. Much love from North Carolina. OG Big Mike, I see you in all the comments. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Definitely the goal is to set ourselves up for the future by going live every day. You know what it is. Yes, attempted murder. Holy. That's the only place that have his sizes. Should we take him to DXL? Should we take a... No, I hate DXL. DXL, if I ever get so fat that I can only shop at DXL, take me out back like a sick cow and put me out of my misery. Where the fuck did Doughboy get that Kirby fit from Burlington? I feel like he could have got it off, but the J's with the Adidas sweats, crazy. I'll be honest. Ultrasonic, Ultra AI. Yo, we're getting bots in the chat. We're getting bots in the chat. Shout out to all my AI fans. Do a field trip. Show him how to mix the Burlington with the Ross and bring it together at TJ Maxx. I'm so down. So down. Talk and have a mini screen on the corner of the screen. Video games on there. Okay, maybe. Now, the games are cool, but you better off running your own live streams. Open panel discussions via StreamYard. Do you have a deal with StreamYard? Why do you love StreamYard so much? One of the victims was placed in a coma. No way. Who else was a victim? It wasn't just Jay Reed. Do you really think Doughboy's going to pull more numbers than Lush? I think it will be a wash. Who will be a wash? Lush is going to get way more. I mean, I could see a world where Lush gets way more numbers. I could see a world where neither one of them get very many numbers. My best case scenario is Doughboy getting more numbers than Lush, because I would never hear the end of it from Doughboy, which would be hilarious. And we would see a crash out of epic magnitude from Lush if that happens. So I'm rooting for Doughboy, I'll be honest. Patui, I'm not reading that because it sounds crazy. Trillavision said excited for the Lush doc. Definitely need to do that. That shit broke my heart seeing Lush broken. I don't think he's really broken. Don't like get too wrapped up in the Lush emotional train, because it goes up, down, you know, side to side. It's really based on the drug use, I believe. He was coming down. He was feeling a little mopey. Don't take it too to heart. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Big League Juice 69 499 said Ricky got humbled on the. Oh, let me let the music play. Ricky got humbled on the news today. He was taking those comments to heart like a female. We rocking with you in KC. Tell these internet N words. Go get a trade. Local 23. Shout out to Local 23, the union workers. Shout out to all the union guys in the chat. You know what it is. Oh my god, Repo Man T, what clip are you posting? How did you just got me to read that and then clipped it that fast? He just posted it on YouTube, you guys. Should we pull it up? What the hell? How was he so fast? How was he so damn fast? What the hell? I just said honestly, this. Repo Man T said Compa said Germ was creaming on him on Snap during the McGregor fight. I mean, shit, if that's true, yeah. If you get less than sloppy seconds and you're bragging about it, that is generational JCat media, honestly. Bro was fast as hell. I just said that. What the? Shout out to Repo Man T. Luscious emotional Chola era. Shout out to George. The Martin 9400. Munchie isn't all egotistical like Wack and J Hood. Munchie is very good at like playing the humble role and doing good things. Repo Man T said, do GTA or Saints Row story mode on here? Okay, I can see that. ZG300 said, you're a weirdo, man. I think he just got jaded from all the hate he received, but it was kind of like, warranted because he was like mentally abusing his girl, which wasn't cool. Juxism said, Munchie a drill podcaster. Munchie be Cyclops. That's how I look at him. Like if he takes off his shades, like lasers are going to shoot from his eyes. That's just what I imagine in my head when I pod with him. Let me see. Sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to get, I love reading all your guys' chats. I don't like skipping chats, even if it takes me 10 hours to do it. Stan Lee couldn't have created a character like Munchie. Facts. Adam is Professor X harboring all these mutants. We need him to be paralyzed then. People only watch Yuri to peek at Thea Riley. Oh, is that the truth? Smoke Papa said Wack was suspect number 4 for attempted murder in the Jay Reed case. Now he was dropped as a suspect. That's not good. Khalifa's, I mean, it is good for him, We need a Wack got a BBL shirt. I'm not making it. Maybe you can. I'm not from 63rd said thoughts on Blue Devil giving you some game about criticizing street dudes. I mean, I get it. I hear you, Blue Devil. I know you're just looking out for the best interests of me, but it's like, I think I do get a rap of like, I just talk super crazy and violate people on a regular basis when I really don't be saying nothing crazy. Y'all like the shit I said about Bozo. I said I didn't like his AI video. I feel like if you're going to do a song with somebody who's dead, put more effort into it. That's all I said. Other times, I don't know, but I would just need him to provide me something where it's just like I'm jumping out the window to where he thinks somebody might kill me if I speak on something. It's like, give me a break, brother. I mean, I get what he's saying, and I know that Blue Devil fools with me, so I'm not just writing him off. I have been chilling since the wax stuff, since the getting ran down on public. I have been chilling, I feel like. No, I've been chilling. Way more chilling. I still go at people, still speak my mind, but I feel like I'm not super extra disrespectful where I can't have a conversation with anybody that I criticize, and we could talk it out. Playing in the mud. Shout out to Bebop. Sounds of the North 707. You should do a review, watch a music video, see how well it does, kind of like Blue Devils format. I would do it, just not on my YouTube because it just like might mess up with my monetization. But I did one on Twitch not that long ago. We could run it on Twitch. I stopped watching Yuri after Lush returned to No Jumper. That was a hot minute ago. I heard Riley not smackable anymore. I haven't seen Riley or Yuri in a hot minute. I went to Yuri's Instagram because somebody sent me something and was like, oh, you're a Yuri mod, tagged Yuri. So I clicked on his page. I mean, he gets like, 20 likes on his reels. So it's like Yuri got bigger problems. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got info on Compa. He a grapist in the valley. Send that over. I need that. ZG said, so what? No Jumper paying you $3K a month? I mean, I pay my rent, I pay all my bills, I do all that. We're doing good. But let's run up this YouTube so we could do even better. Singing in the rain, playing in the mud. We ride out at midnight with Bull Light. Shout out to Bebop. Real Honesty Network in the building. We definitely gonna be running 2K against them soon, so that's gonna be a video game stream. Tell Adam y'all have to dress up as X-Men for Halloween. He can be Professor X. I will pitch this idea. I got you. Johnny Sneeze said, do you think Riley ruined Yuri's career? How do you go from making 30K a stream to becoming a TikTok candy streamer? True. I'm not going to blame Riley. It was Yuri being so fucking insufferable to Riley that she ran to the bay and then he stalked her and followed her and then they got back together and moved back in together. I would say that's all decisions of a grown-ass man who finally got a girlfriend at 30. That's more what it was. The Martian 9400 said, whatever happened to the white guy that had no jumper before Adam? You talking about Alfredo? I don't know. I think they fell out and had some drama. Shout out to OG Big Mike again for the $4.99. A Plus said, my guy Moose needs to step it up on the research for the food community pod. What was, bro? I don't even get the topics before I go up on the food community pod. I just go in blind and we just chop it up. What was I off on there? I don't know. Sometimes I just I gotta wing it because I get there and then I find out the topics. So that's all it is. With No Jumper, I get the topics beforehand. The Monday show, I'm the one choosing the topics, so I'm able to study them up a little bit. Moose, do you like to play slots or gambling at all? No, I do not. I've never been a gambler. Not my thing. Khalifa said the food community pod is fire. Thank you, bro. We've been getting into a groove for sure, and the Clippers are going way crazier with our content. So, I think we're definitely building something good. The Martin 9400 said, who wins in a sumo wrestling match between Flacco and Doughboy? I got my boy Doughboy. He got more weight on him. Big League Jew super chat at $1.99. If I pay $100 in the SC, will you do the truffle shuffle? That's like shaking my belly for $100. I don't know. I think you should just spend it on something else for yourself. Because I kind of don't want to do that. It feels like a humiliation ritual. No. The food. Let me see. Tell BFD to keep your name out his mouth. I mean, he could talk about me. All these fools talk about me. It's their favorite thing to do. Shout out to El Reo 1882. XCF3 Doughboy looked like he quit halfway through his transition. Oh, not trans Doughboy. That would be horrible. Patrick Will 22. No, I'm real. Had the before AI took over. Okay. Shout out to all my AI fans. StreamYard Crip XCF3 says, Bebop says, is Bull Light the future? What does that mean? What are you guys saying? Southside Millie said, Lush is catted out right now. Yes, I would agree, but isn't he always kind of catted out? When you're going to tell Lush he looked like he got parvo? Isn't it the shit that puppies get? Shout out to Big League Jew again for that $4.99. Do you think Riley... Okay, I answered that. Are you a fan of Bull Light? What does that mean? What are you saying? Bull Light. What is that? Let me see. Are you putting money on Wax Books or doing a 24-hour stream for money on his books? I will say I'm doing a stream for Wax Books, and then I just won't. And then I just will keep the money and pocket it. How about that? No, I'm just kidding. But actually, yeah, I would do something like that because it would be, I'd be in the Wax spirit. Today's news sucked. 8 people talking at once is annoying. I agree. We'll work on it. I'm sorry. It's tough when we got some over talkers on there, but I'll just keep yelling one mic. It took me like 10 minutes to get one statement off at one point, and I was just like, you know what? It's all good. Of all of the No Jumper cast members doing time or fighting cases, who's the most entertaining? Brick Baby by far. Bebop gifted Silver Star times 2 jewels. Man, you posted that. That's your burner account. I didn't post that, bro. I didn't post that. How do you think I was clipping that and recording myself on the screen and then uploading it to YouTube? Moose, why did you only say John's for 3 hours? I just, it pops in my head whenever I talk to my homie Chucky. Then I say John because he's from Philly and he gets me saying that because he says it so much. 4Extra's hand said, I was starting to rock with Ricky until he started acting like he a boss at No Jumper and taking people's mods. That really turned a lot of people off, and that's why I just stay out of the No Jumper business. I'll advocate, but I'm not going to be making decisions on live. You know what I'm saying? That's for Adam and them to do. You know what I'm saying? I could just voice my opinion. Dragonite Black Dave gifted trophy cake X 1,000 jewels. Still don't know what that is, but thank you guys. Let me see. Repo Man T said, my new favorite podcaster. Shout out to you, Repo Man T. Great guy. Bebop said, playing in the mud. Is that racist? Patrick Wills 22 said, don't do a game that sucks. Do something pretty interesting like Helldivers or something. Okay. I got Helldivers. I used to play that.
That's that real music,
shout out to
man.
Kid Swank. You really brought No Jumper back since Brick gone. Repo Man T, that is the hottest of takes. People would be so mad at you if they heard you saying that. So keep it on the low, bro, because they hate me. Some people hate me. More people are starting to love me. That's dope. It's kind of half and half now, and I'll take it. Rotten Roll said Bebop K. Damn. W Bull Light. Still don't know. Be honest. What was your favorite Yuri crash out moment with Riley? I can't remember too many of them. I remember the Vegas one. The Vegas one was pretty good. No? John Pork Bacon Jr. Hey, Moose, how's LA Mexican food compared to Sac? I'm from Sac too. I need to know if there's really that much of a difference. Not that much of a difference. Better, yes. More choices out here, yes, I would say. Like more diversity in the Mexican food. Like there's some real like authentic shit out here, but in terms of taste, you know, texture, quality, all that, I mean, it's not too much. I mean, this taco's a taco. I mean, there's either bad tacos or good tacos, and good tacos, there's only a limit to how good it could be, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. To me, it's kind of the same. I'm not gonna lie. I know everybody's gonna get all mad. Bozo called you Moose Hyena. Hopefully not recently, because I've been trying to not talk about Bozo since everybody's saying, you know, oh, the food community, Bozo shit, they deaded it, water under the bridge. So I'm rocking with the homie. I'm not pushing the issue. Shout out to Bozo. Keep doing your thing, Brody. Dragonite Houston Bay said, I just want Lush to be healthy and in rehab. I was telling Lush today because he was getting on me because I was disagreeing with him in the chat and kind of siding with Adam. He hit me on the solo and was like, bro, I can't believe you're siding with Adam. And I was just like, bro, I think you're being a little emotional. Like, it's okay if we don't agree on every single thing. He was like crashing out, talking about he's gonna, you know, all kinds of stuff. But I don't know. Shout out to Lush. I love him so much, but I can disagree with Lush. I can side with other people in arguments with Lush. I side with Lush in arguments against other people sometimes. It's just we have to be able to speak truthfully. I don't care if you're my homie and I love you. Sometimes I have to tell you you're wrong. Shout out to Dragonite Black Dave gifted Clutch X 30 jewels. MooseMan, they just have, let's see, 10 out of 10 content. Shout out to Bebop. Just YouTube Bull Light Lush. Okay, Bull Light Lush. YouTube Bull Light Lush. Bull Light. If this is some weird shit, bro, I swear to God. I swear. And I swear. And the moon in the skies. See, look how they titled it. Because they put a poll in the chat. They put a poll in the chat, and I won the poll. So that's why this is clipped this way. Chromaz destroys Neon in religious debate and makes him walk off stream. It's because I won that debate. That's why they did that. Oh yeah, Bull Light Lush. Bull Light Lush. Bull Light. What is that? Bull Light. This better not be some weird shit, bruv. I don't see anything. No Jumper Lush went crazy on Whack 100 is now that. Are you just trying to get me to like fucking react to a video of like something that I've already seen? Shout out to Bull Light, but he's just self-promoing or something. I don't know. V said, yo, yeah, I forgot that guy called you for a fade on your live stream. Nah, you really soft. I mean, yeah, I'll be soft. I don't care. I'd rather be, you know, lit in podcasting, you know, than be a hardened bum that streams to 2 people, you know? As a young No Jumper fan, y'all got to get Ricky off the show. Shout out to Keaton Gardner 8461. Use code WalkStar. Said hop on Black Ops 2. I am so washed at COD. Oh my god, y'all wouldn't even want to see that. Shout out to Big League Jew. Okay, I read that for the 199. Do you fuck with Ganglang Neem and Tough Stino? I don't really see a lot of Tough Stino shit. Ganglang Neem, I just don't watch a lot of No Jumper reaction stuff, but Ganglang Neem is obviously the top dog. You know what I'm saying? They play his shit at No Jumper sometimes, so I see it. Hot Wheeler is weird. He be rage baiting the Crips from community, calling them party Crips. Pun gonna get him chipped. Hot Wheeler blocked me, so he was in the food community chat today, and I was saying Hot Wheeler was PC. You know, I just love making that joke because he got exposed, and they said he was on an SNY yard. I was laughing at him in the comments, and he fucking blocked me. Yeah, but you know, he was saying like, "Oh, don't be talking tough." I wasn't talking tough. I just said you went on the PC yard when you went to prison. They exposed you. Just Bass says, "Where's the topics?" We got topics right here. We got Cesar Gastelum. We got Perez Hilton. We got MJ Bum TV. You getting choked out by Bobby Green for 10K? Honestly, would let him sock me out for 10K. For 10K, yeah. There's no way Smack got $10,000 though, right? Trillavision, shout out to you for the gold coin. Shout out to Bebop for the star. We need IRL MooseMan Lush one at MacArthur Park. Shout out to you, Khalifa. So I'll work on it. The Martin 9400 said, is Lush really as strung out as he portrays on the shows or just a gimmick? He's definitely on gang drugs. Do you ever play slots, Moose Trilla? No, I don't. Dragon Eye Black Dave, thank you for the trophy cake. Bebop said, Moose, why are you so much of a better podcaster than Doughboy? I don't think, I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm not comparing and contrasting. Christopher Nolan needs to cash Lush for his next big one for real. Trilla, you're right. TD Johnny said, nah, Ricky was yelling over everyone, then started yelling one mic, then started yelling over Evil. Yeah. SV Chucky, best Philly rapper ever. Do your homework. Shout out to Jug Season. He interviewed my boy Chuck from Philly. Trillavision said, hit the like chat. Dent Head said, I guess the jewels can be redeemed for cash value. Kyle went over it last night in his homeless stream. He did a homeless stream? Fire! RV stream was legendary. 2x. You're absolutely right. Great stream. Shout out to Pot Lord and Ali for be able to actually make that happen, or Yuri would never do something that cool without Pot Lord. Hater World goes live and shit talks his subscribers because a lot of his subscribers are like hate watching fans. I feel like a lot of them are like, you ain't a real essay. You soft as hell. You ain't outside. And he's like, ha ha. I have a successful YouTube page. You guys are so mad. That's a lot of the content that when I tune in. Repo Man C, be real. Does Lush really do meth? He does not do meth anymore. No, but he does other drugs. Rotten Roll said Bebop Dante is ducking the fade. Moken Friend said Whack is Bull Light agent. Is a Bull Light agent. Oh, so Bull Light makes. Wait, Bull Light. There's no way Bull Light. I just saw a video with like 20 views. Bull Light can't be popping. I'm not from 63rd said, you think the old No Jumper characters will phase out like Almighty, Lush, etc.? I don't think Lush will ever phase out. Obviously, Almighty is in prison, so it's like hard to stay on people's minds. But I don't know. Shot issue. Smoke Papa said, Moose, I'll show you some tacos that will change your mind. Yeah, let me know. Bozo looks like one of the Joker brothers on Friday. Okay. Rotten Roll said Lush needs actual medication. He's on actual medication, all right. Bebop said Rot Dante was watching D's Reacts earlier. I missed him. Shout out to D's Reacts, great guy. Lush got a wide jaw. Lush does need actual medication. Lush crashing out on you and Adam on live right now. Oh no. No, not my sweet baby Lush. Let's see. Is Lush live? Are you truly true? Are you truly true? I don't see anything. Or is it on his story? Is it on his what? Is it on his who? Is it on? He's not even live. Is he on IG? He's not even live. When's the last time Lush was live? 1 month ago. You're lying to me, bro. But shout out to Lush. Lush was definitely not happy with me. Bebop, let me see. Moose, if Chicano rappers came to you for help, how would you help them be more successful? Probably just help them organize how they pick their beats, how their music videos are shot, what blogs they're paying for promo for. How would I help help an artist. I don't know, bro. I was trying to be an artist and I couldn't get it cracking, so don't come to me for advice. I mean, obviously, I have a better perspective now, but still, it's like I don't want to manage nobody. But if somebody has no motion, I could definitely tell you how to get a little motion. I'm not even Muslim, and I could have kicked Chromaz in that situation. Neon is just scared of conflict. That's all I was saying. Ninetales Super Savage. It's like, if you are saying you're a practicing Muslim of any sense, those are like the most basic of criticisms of Islam that I feel like he could have just at least pushed back against, or like said a little something rather than just rage quitting. That's all I was saying. Like, if he doesn't want to do it, that's fine too, but you know what I mean. Bebop says, someone said Lush is crashing out on Uncle Adam. Where can we see this? Where can we see this crash out? I want to see. MooseMan in the cut. It's a scary sight. Shout out to Dishonors World. Shout out to everybody that isn't the video. There's a new one. Bro, that Perez Hilton vid was crazy. Big Yahoo in the chat. Tax free 10 stacks. Shout out to Beef Curtains 24/7. He got 10 racks and everyone in the room got a rack each. It really was a gift from Ling. Music with message. Shout out to you. Double O the God said, do your homework on Dregs, being the best podcaster from Northern California. Dregs is a great interviewer, not a podcaster. I wouldn't say Dregs is a podcaster. He interviews people. If Dregs, I don't think Dregs is as good on his own as I am on my own, so I'm just gonna put it out there. But I got mad respect for Dregs, and he's got a lot of numbers. He puts up numbers on the board, but he's more of a interviewer than a podcaster covering, you know, daily topics and music. He's interviewing fools, which is great. He does a great job at that. He's amazing. Kind of crazy. Wax Son is a gay cop. Has that been confirmed, Moken friends, or is it like a Jeff Teague, the gay Jeff Teague situation where that gay guy looked like him? Music with message said, gift from King. Though Martin said, what content creator inspires you to do your own thing? To do my own thing, I would say the first person. I mean, to do my own thing, like when I first started, or like currently, because my boy Aunt Hefe pulled me to the side. So, who are your food YouTube goats? Adam Ragase, Jose, El Cook, Saucy Marco, Nick, DG, Ovani, Banish, etc. I like what's bro's videos? What's bro's name? Future Canoe's my goat. That's all I watch. That's all I care about. Do you fuck with Jim Boy's tacos, MooseMan? No, I hate it, bro. I hate Jim Boy's. Jim Boy's too greasy, bro. It's too greasy. Damn, I low-key forgot Suspect existed. We need to write Suspect a letter on live and mail it to him. Big Joe said, Moose destroyed Ricky today. I don't even remember what me and Ricky argued about. I talk so damn much. How old is Lush? He acts 20 but looks 50. He's like 43? Artificially B said, I'm JK about Lush. My bad. It's okay. It's okay. Beef Curtain said, Bozo really does look like the one in Joker next Friday. He does. I can see that. Did anyone confirm his Lush's girl made it, or she was a figment of overactive imagination? That's yet to see, Denthead. Vito with the GG, shout out to you. You already know what it is. Moose Gang, Muslims on a lonely mission. Shout out to you. Rotten Roll, shout out. Lush is crashing on his Rumble. Okay, Lush Fuentes. Sounds of the North said, do you consider Mac Dre a homeboy? He does have a song with Gangsta Flea called Romped Out Norteño. I wouldn't say he's a homeboy, but he definitely, I mean, he had Thiz Latin, so he definitely had super love for the Mexicans and just raza in general. So I would say he was definitely going crazy. You know, said Martin still D-writing in chats. Damn, what did Martin do? These hoes go to Neon's live and disrespect him like Iggy and Alabama, Trillavision. I mean, it's a humiliation ritual. Like, he started off being racist, rage baiting people. Now he's a grown man and he gets disrespected by bad hoes on his stream. I guess this is what he has to deal with. Moose destroyed Ricky today. You still got to prove yourself with a one-on-one Flacco debate. Oh my God, I would destroy him on any subject. Flamboyant Cop is diabolical. Yarna, you should box Crip Mac. I don't think he does. Yart Smoker said, MooseMan, I hate weed. Shout out to you. Adam is gay. Deep in the Rap TV said, rest in peace, TYS. Yes, the greatest of all time. Yeah, Future Canoe is valid. Get on the next Crip Mac interview with Adam. Last one was good. They were shitting on me, but that was kind of a different MooseMan era. I feel like we would have a lot more fans rocking with us if I was on the Crip Mac interview this time. But I think all the hate that I got last time for it, he probably isn't going to add me to the interview. I won't lie. MooseMan, I can't lie. Jim Boys is fire. I ate it growing up. Like my mom used to get it. Taco burgers, the little tacos with the fucking Parmesan cheese, crispy taco joint. I definitely used to, but as a grown man, once I was choosing my own food, too greasy, my boy. I don't fool with it. I'm not gonna lie. Dregs one comment was a loaded comment. You answered that correctly. Yeah, I like Dregs. I can't lie. I love Dregs. He does great interviews, amazing content, one of the best in Northern California. But I don't want to count him as a podcaster. I think I'm the best podcaster. Trillavision said, I wonder if Lush got a BP mitzvah. Okay, what pen is Almighty in? Hopefully he already on mainline somewhere doing his time. The Martin 9400, he definitely is. He's already got sentenced and he's chilling. Moken Friend said it's confirmed. I saw it on Reddit, and if it's on Reddit, it's true. True. React to Reddit posts. Okay, we can bring up the No Jumper Reddit. Reddit. Can y'all do animal sounds? Okay, I'm gonna do a frog first. Rabbit. Okay. Now let's do a pig. How was that? How was that? What do y'all think? Okay, I'm done. Nah, Kyle and Moose is the fade. Beef curtains 2 for 24/7. I would do like a content boxing match versus Kyle. That'd be hilarious. Ninetail Super Savage said, give us the real. Is Ricky being paid by OVO? I've been counting. He's brought up Drake unprovoked every podcast he's on for about 8 weeks in a row. Oh, not you, Ricky. To be fair, it was on the topics list, so I'm not going to blame that on him today. 4 Extras Hands said, you were right about the neon subject. He could have just said he does not drink. He did not have to add the Muslim part. He opened the door. I mean, he definitely talks about it a lot. So I feel like if you're going to bring up your religion often, you should probably just have like the basic little arguments so you could just dispel shit and you'll look like a real G, a real G homie. Moken Friend said, why no one talk about it? Flacco try to manage Nova. Creepy. I mean, we know he creepy. He paid $2,500 for the box. Is it more racist down south or more racist up north? I mean, I haven't seen any racism since I've been out here, but if I had to just guess, I've never seen in about 30 years too much racism up north. So I'm gonna say LA. But it's not as bad as people like to make it seem. But also, I don't live in East LA. I don't live in Long Beach. I don't live in places where like the racial tensions are a little higher. You know what I'm saying? I live in a place where it's like, it's pretty chill. Everybody, I mean, there's not a ton of black people where I live, but I never seen no Mexicans like saying no weird shit or nothing. SoCal has skewed narrow-minded view on Mac Dre. It's your duty to update their game. What do you think their view is? What do you think they're missing? Or I should say, Smoking Friend said Moose vs. Kyle or Moose vs. Compa Gaydar. Yeah, Compa's ducking me, and if I get up in there in the boxing ring with Compa, I'm gonna knock him out so bad, bro. I hope you don't get up. Maria said that was good and gross. Bebop said 6 out of 10. Second one was 7 out of 10. Okay. Dragonite Houston based said, I've been watching Fire Country show about fire camp jail in NorCal. Almighty is gonna find purpose and save wildlife and community. Imagine that Almighty becomes a firefighter, comes out, he's just jacked. He looks like the dude from Diamond Jim, and he's just like comes out hugged, and he's just like, where's Brandon at? I'm gonna kill him. No, I'm just kidding. Swag Like Pino said, why is Moose too good at squealing like a pig? I mean, I feel like all Mexicans should be able to do that. Moose, I need that. Stop dissing my music. Lefty Gun plays crack pipe. Where's the new Lefty music? No cap. Can you fight Juice on brand risk? Juice said he'd be down. Juice said he boxed today. He boxed somebody. I wish I could see a clip of that. The World Is Yours Media said, I'm from San Pedro, Dodge City. It's racist as fuck even here. Shout out to MooseMan. I'm sure, for sure. Definitely where I lived, I never seen nothing like that. Compa's all muscle though, but he's scared because he's little. It's not fair. Yeah, Compa, when he was supposed to box on the Food's Gone Wild card, kept bringing up, oh no, I need a fool. He's too big. He weighs like 20 more pounds. So I know damn well he agreed because I pressed him and he just couldn't turn it down from a fucking non-affiliate. But he knew damn well we get in there, I'm going to get up on his little ass. Serious question. How did Ricky win the contest? Double M 8215. He was cooking in there.
100%.
I was there right next to him.
That's that real music, man.
Shout out to Neil Harrison Neil in the chat. Thank you for the subscription. Redwood City in the house. Mangoes, pineapples. Shout out to you. Dragon Eye Houston Bay. Shout out to you. Syria, let me see. KHAX4. Shout out to Lefty Guns Plays. Crack Pipe. I don't know what that means. I feel like I probably just said something bad. Double O the God said plenty of videos on Mac Dre. Good YouTube documentary on here. Esteban Jimenez said, can you shout out Modesto Big Dog? Shout out to Modesto. Shout out to the boys out there, man. Yo, I had a screenshot and zoom in to Dragon Eye Houston Bay PFP. This is sick, man. I don't even want to know what that is. I can't tell. I think they think Mac Dre is just Thizzle Dance and Ghost Ride the Whip. His catalog and life story is legendary. True. Moken Fred said, it's more racist down south, but we get along with essays here. Black and brown are cool in Texas. Texas is, y'all are super united from what I hear. Beef Curtains said, I am eating gummy worms essentially while watching this. Like, why do you have to tell me that? Moose, how did you, the Martin said, how did you avoid getting caught up in gangs growing up? Probably just because I played sports and I don't know. I just always kind of been a nerd. Like middle school is probably where I was gonna either go down that path or not. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to hang out with the Bloods. I used to hang out with my Norteño homies. I used to hang out with the fools because, like, you know, San Brandon, it was pretty ghetto. It was pretty turned up. You feel me? There wasn't a lot of like square ass kids. It was a lot of hood kids. So I was chilling with them. I was hanging with them. We was outside. You know what I'm saying? But I would go home and play World of Warcraft, and I would want to listen to Kanye. They wanted to listen to Woody. I just started realizing that maybe I wasn't like the same guys that gangbanged, and I probably wouldn't have a good time gangbanging, you know what I mean? But I do feel bad because I had a homie named Victor that I met at church, and he went to my middle school. Shout out to my boy Victor. But I was like, yo, Victor, come kick it with me and the homies. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Norte and Blood homies. Victor ended up getting put on Norteño. You know what I'm saying? He got put on. I never got put on. He got put on and he was banging. I saw Victor like 10 years later. He was still banging. And I felt so bad. I'm like, I think I ruined Victor's life. He was like a little, you know, church going, like, kind of like, what was he? Kind of like a rocker Mexican. And he got put on and he just kept gangbanging. I'm like, damn, my bad. Let me see. MooseMan, take a nap, you prankster. What am I supposed to do? Why am I a prankster? What does that mean? Why do I have to take a nap? I took a nap yesterday. That's why I didn't stream late at night, but I did stream with Ricky early, and then I did a pod with Street Champs as well. Both of those fucks still haven't sent me my collab link, even though they both said they would. So I'm gonna hit them so it doesn't look like I never went live yesterday. I mean, did I never go live from my channel? But I did go live, and it's gonna be collab with my channel from that day. I think that counts, right? I don't know. I'll go live next time, you guys. I was just worn out. Darnell Holmes said, Texas, we outside. Shout out to Texas. I've been to Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, El Paso. Texas was a great time when I was out there. Sounds of the North 707 said, love from NorCal. You represent us right. Love from Santa Rosa and RP, Yuba City, the whole North. Shout out to y'all, man. Keep grinding, gang. I see you. It's Mickey Rack. Shout out to you, bro. Mango Pineapples. Did they Narcan Lush Lady in the Greyhound? She didn't make it to the Greyhound, guys, unfortunately. Trillavision said, bro, I remember one of your lives. You said you had been to El Paso, Texas. How was it? What'd you go over there to do, bro? I went on tour with the Suicide Boys back in 2016. Me and some of my homies, we opened up for them for like 20 cities. One of those being El Paso, Texas. So yeah, that was when I went out there. Double O the God said, Oak Park Moose. I'm not from Oak Park, but shout out to all the homies that are from Oak Park. You know what I'm saying? But BG495, shout out to all the NorCal B words. I'm not reading that, BG. Watch it. No, I'm just kidding. The World Is Yours Media said, I still play World of Warcraft. Wait, you played WoW too? When was the last time you played? Middle school. Literally. Middle school. 7th, 8th grade. I played that. I got addicted, and then my parents cut me off because I was playing for like 10 hours a day. I love that game. Shout out to Yuzaho 199. 1 to 10. How much do you believe Lesh's girlfriend's story? I know that they have contact. It seems like she likes him. I see the text he shows me. Do I think that they've met and he's hit already? No, I think he made that up so it seems like it's more legit. But, you know, when she does pull up, I'm sure he is going to hit and then it will be true. So maybe he's just manifesting, you know? But yeah, I definitely played WoW. Shout out to all my WoW players. I would love to do that. We're saving up right now for a PC. So all of the YouTube money is going to be racking up and we'll go to Costco and buy a PC. Should I buy the Costco PC? I want to buy the parts, but I also don't want to put it together. I'd rather just buy a pre-built one. I won't lie. What do you guys think? Love from Beijing, China. We all watch MooseMan over here for real. Swag like Pino, you're fucking capping. Greedy X4 said, you ever run into Lush up there in NorCal? Hell no. He only lived up there before when I was a little kid and then he moved back to LA. Facts Only Moose, you've been doing good. Keep it up. Shout out to you, Facts Only. Psych Mob 100, Victor from the set. LMAO Victor, man. SMH, man. Shout out to Victor. Esteban Jimenez said, that's right, big dog. I fuck with you for real. You're one of the only ones that calls Adam out on his bullshit. He's always acting clueless to the problems he starts. That's what I was saying to Lush today, because he was like, oh, wow, I can't believe, like, you just always side with Adam. You just side with Adam. I said this directly to Lush. I said, Lush, I think I've pushed back and won more arguments against Adam in about 6 months than you have in 3 years, bud. You don't get to act like I'm just an Adam Glazer, because I just pick my battles wisely. I'm not going to overly like be argumentative with Adam so he just thinks I'm an op. But when he says something crazy, I, you know, challenge him on that, and I feel like I do pretty well at challenging. I feel like I do the best job at challenging him. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, bro. I appreciate you for real. Ninetail Super Savage said, I'm not from California, but a lot of the new rappers from Cali got Young Kurt vibes. Shout out to Young Kurt. Remember when Young Kurt and D-Lo were beefing? The 223's coming straight to your dome, and if you ain't standing outside, they hitting straight to your home. That was so hard, bro. I was kind of rocking with D-Lo, but I love Young Kurt too, so I was kind of torn. I won't lie. The World Is Yours, yours Media Retail or Classic. I was playing retail, wasn't I? What was, I mean, in middle school, it was 2007, 2008. So whatever that was, whatever that version was, I remember like expansion came out and I was hyped to get it, and they cut me off from the paying monthly, and I couldn't afford it. I was in middle school as a broke ass kid. Harrison Neal said, shout out to Moose, Connecticut in the chat. Kyle ain't from the hood. He's suburban dude, bro, from Enfield, claiming Springfield, Hartford. Nah, not the politics, the Connecticut politics. Crazy. The World Is Yours Media. I play TBC Anniversary. Okay. Moose, what you eat today? I ate a breakfast burrito I made this morning, and then I ate Panda Express on the Food Community Pod. You could watch me eat that. Let me see. Double M 825 said, no, those lives don't count. You need to be solo dolo. True. It won't happen again, you guys. Shout out to Victor. Foo still gangbanging to this day. I should check on Victor. I don't know how I'd reach him. I hope he's still alive and not in prison. Mango Pineapple said, MooseMan, on the next basketball game, make sure you pick up the hefty lefty, aka Doughboy. Bro, I keep pressing no jumper. I say, bro, let's do a hoop day. Let's just have us hoop. Because they're acting spooky of playing other podcasts, because I know they probably aren't very good. I'm not good at basketball either. It's just for the content. I keep telling No Jumper Office, if you guys are scared to play another podcast, let's just get a group of us and we'll hoop and vlog it. That would be fucking hilarious. Me, Steven, Mikey, Nathan, Lush, Doughboy, Pooh, Ricky, fucking everybody, anybody that's down. Those are the people that have already agreed and said they're down, but once it comes down to it, they're like, oh, I got this. They're spooky as hell to play another pod. That's fine. I understand. I suck at basketball too, but I'm willing to at least try. But we should just do a No Jumper like vlog, hoop vlog. That'd be really funny, I think. Hank with the Stink said, for the Horde, I was both. I was rocking with Alliance. I was rocking with Horde. I think I had a gnome. I remember I had a night elf druid. What's the little bull looking ones? I had a bull hunter from the Horde. I'm trying to remember. I had like 3 different characters. My jug when I was in 7th grade when I first started playing, because I didn't have any friends. I had one cousin that played World of Warcraft, and he didn't want to play with me because I was such a low level. So I didn't know what to do. Like, I would do the weak ass quests, but I was progressing way too slow because I didn't know all the cheese you had to do. I would literally take off all my equipment, all my clothes, everything I had, go dump it in like a mailbox, go to the main halls in World of Warcraft, and then I would like do the message that goes out to everybody, and I would be like, I just got hacked. Can anyone spare any silver or gold or bronze? And I would just keep spamming it and walking around high level people, and they would really give me bread, bro. And I would just panhandle in World of Warcraft in 7th grade. Moose, did you turn down Janet? Nah, Janet's the homegirl. She was never coming on to me. Okay, you guys, can you relax? WSB groupie. Texas is cool, but the police kind of treat you like you're always doing something wrong. Sometimes Cali is a lot more liberal. This depends on the police out here. I'm not going to lie. King Klebo said, Moose, you held down the news. Ralphie and Evil think everything is conspiracy. Like, shut the fuck up. I mean, they definitely are on that side of the aisle. I'm on the total opposite, but I do like to hear at least their ideas, you know? It's pretty interesting. George said, can you do a deep dive docuseries on Smoothie? I might have to look into that. Swag Like Pino said, where was the first time you got recognized in public as MooseMan? Since I've been on the pod, I got recognized in public when I went to Santa Monica Beach. I think that was the first time. I went to the beach, and I think we were walking back to the car, and some dude was like, he was riding a bike with his girl. And he rides past us, and he like turns, and he has like a confused look, and I'm like, oh God, what's finna happen? He goes, MooseMan? I go, yeah, what's good, bro? He's like, I fuck with you on the pod, bro. And then he just kept pushing. I was like, oh, that's tight. And then I walked up to my car, and Mayhem Loren, fucking Action Bronson's homie, just walks by in a Pele leather coat, and I'm like, hey, yo, Mayhem Loren. And he's like, what's good? And I told him I'm on no jumper. He's like, MooseMan? That's a dope name. I'm going to remember that. So, yeah, that was a cool day. Shout out to Cluck Mac 199. He said, Lush faked his Skonka's death to avoid Plug Talk. Yo, he was hyped for Plug Talk. I asked Adam on the Monday show. He said nobody ever gave him that confirmation. So that was pretty funny. But for some reason, every time I go to Costco, someone recognizes me. Like 3 times, I think now. I went once, some Mexican dude was like, yo, MooseMan, is that you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, for sure. Then it was like a younger kid. And then the last time I was there a couple of days ago at Costco, and there was a black kid with his family, and he was like pointing at me and like, hey, he's on no chopper. But he didn't say nothing because I was like, bro, I was about to be like, you want to pick? But he was like a younger teenager, so I don't want to be like walking up to a kid in front of his mom and taking a pic. That's kind of weird, right? So I just heard him whispering. Costco just seems to be a hotbed for the Moose fans. I guess all my good pod family is Costco shoppers, I guess. Top 5 sack rappers, gotta have Rico Too Smooth. Top 5 sack rappers, current, all time. What we talking about? Because it's gotta be what? I'm gonna go Briss, Mozzie, DB Bout a Bag, Lil TYS, G-Man. That's my top. Let me see. Lush a liar. Comparator followed Lush's new girl. I bet he did. He's chasing clout like somebody that's just running out of it. Let me tell you what, Lefty Gunplay's crack pipe. He's gonna need you soon because he is spiraling. The World Is Yours Media. MooseMan, we need an old RuneScape stream or a classic plush stream. You know why I never played RuneScape? And you know why? Is because when I went to sign up for RuneScape, I was probably 10 years old. All my homies were playing it. I thought it was kind of lame. I didn't like the graphics were bad. So I was like, you know what? Everybody's playing it. Everybody's talking about it at school. I go to sign up, type everything in, type all my info, ask for my age. I put my real age like an idiot. It says, you have to be 14 to play this game. I try fucking refreshing, going backwards, change my age. They're like, sorry, bud. You already told us you're 10 fucking years old. You can't play. Never played RuneScape. Never went back. Lush gonna call you out for the fade for calling him a liar fool. I guess Lush is just gonna beat me up then. The Martin 9400 said, being from Sac, do you know any people that act like John Diesel? It's funny because he's from the Mexican part of Oakland, and Raza from the black parts don't act like that. Yeah, and he turns it on and off. John Diesel's a fucking J-cat. So yeah, I don't know nobody like John Diesel. I know fools that like overly do it like John Diesel, but he's a whole character. Like he went on to, he's like saying the N-word. He's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is. I'm from the Bay, man. And then he goes on to Hater World and he's like, yeah, fool. So yeah, I was with the raza, right? Yeah. And he didn't say the N-word not once. It's like, oh, bro, you water yourself down. Come on. Buy the parts. I should buy the parts, but I don't know how to build a PC. I feel like I'm gonna die. Oh shit, I probably saw you live in EP back in the day, bro. No cap. The Eternal Grey Tour, Suicide Boys 2016. If y'all went to any of those shows, I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Denver, Colorado, El Paso, Texas, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio. I was in Portland. I was in Seattle. If y'all went to that tour, y'all saw Moose. I'm not gonna lie. I had a mullet. Lush hangs around kids. I mean, they're not kids. They're grown men, young men, Beef Curtain said the timing feels like Lush is making up to make Wack feel sorry for him. That would be a crazy turn of events, but I don't think it's that deep. I think his girl actually OD'd because they actually do gang drugs. Pre-built house might be the future, especially compared to the termite 150-year joints that cost $500,000. Yo, there's termites in all the houses now. Moke and Friends pause. Who smell better, Lush or Doughboy? I'm actually going to say probably Lush, but I've never really smelled either one of them. The World is Yours Media, MooseMan on OSRS with Aaron the Plumber. What's OSRS? Shout out to Dragonite Black Dave. Prayed Up. What's up with you? Let me see. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm catching up. I'm almost there. You come to Austin, I got you. Shout out to you, Moke and Friends. I definitely need to come to Texas ASAP. Esteban Jimenez said, you do. Austin, Texas to San Antonio to Houston will be America's first mega city. I never went to Houston, but I'd love to. Why is Hater World 42 with no kids or girlfriend? Let's check that hard drive. He doesn't have no kids? I didn't know that. Alan Baron 9802. What'd you think about that groove combo they had on the Tuesday show? The big black guy that dances. So that's what Lush was so mad about, is I was just like, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, I see what you're saying, but you're saying it's like blatant. He was calling it blatant racism, the content that he does. Does the grooving guy kind of, is he like, sorry, let's just play out. Cluckmax said Wack gave Lush's girl Fenty for being a glazer. Damn, you glaze Wack and he tries to kill your girlfriend. That's crazy. But yeah, that's what he was so mad about, is I was just like, okay, I understand your point. Yes, is it kind of cringe? It doesn't seem like he's doing dancing for the white man type of content. But it's also like he just seems like a happy, go lucky guy. He's dancing. He's having fun. Am I going to say he's being racist by making that type of content? I just couldn't roll with it's blatant. How do you not understand this? I'm like, can you not see how it's like people could find problems with it and people could find joy from it as well? And it could be maybe a 50-50, maybe somewhere in the middle where it's like, yes, he's insensitive to the way he acts like all crazy in public, but also I feel like he's getting paid to promote these businesses and act that way. So is it racism? I couldn't categorize it that. I would call it something else. Moose should replace Lush on God. I could never. I love Lush too much. Shout out to Nick space Kerr. Okay, I'm not saying that together. Sev, member for 3 months. Lush makes everything gay or racist. True. I'm trying to hoop again. Shout out to Mikey from No Jumper. We need to get a No Jumper game. That will be the best vlog I've ever dropped if we have a No Jumper game, bro. We'll shoot for caps. We'll pick our teams. We'll have a draft. Doughboy will be picked last. It will be fucking amazing. Swag Like Peanut said, on your first episode of the news, I remember YSL Woody popped up and you immediately try to ask him interview questions for the clip. Facts, or I'm hating on a player? No, absolute facts. I was asking him everything, but I was trying to I was being way too dancing around the subject, because it was like when, what was it, Young Thug was dissing him? I think, was it Young Thug that dissed him? But I for sure had to get my clip in. I still got that clip on my TikTok. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy Woody. Bebop said soccer too. Okay, I'm down with soccer. Prayed Up said me, Slow Cuz started the hoop stream. Let's get to that, Moose. 2-on-2. Me, Slowcuz stated the hoop stream. I mean, we could hoop. Best believe we could do a subscriber hoop session too in LA. If y'all out here. Greedy X4 said Lush playing basketball would be great lolcow content to add to the catalog. Lush is probably going to be too cool for school. I've invited Lush and all his little children to come hoop. They never show up. They just want to stay in the studio and do drugs, I guess. I don't know. Wrestle Mikey. I'll wrestle Mikey in the mud. Doughboy gonna posterize Lush if you guys hoop. Mango Pineapples Moose. Who will win a 50-yard dash? Adam or Doughboy, Ricky or Pooh? I got Adam and Pooh. I got Adam beating Doughboy. I got Ricky losing to Pooh. Pooh's pretty athletic, I won't lie. Fight Unliked. I would definitely box Unliked, but I got a couple other people I need to box first because he's kind of a nobody, let's be real. He makes a video every time I mention his name. If that's not upset, why you so obsessed with me? Everybody knows. He's like, I said I was the best Northern Cali podcaster. You should have seen how mad he got. Like, boy, you mad that I'm fucking getting mad at you? Like, you're such a fan, bro. Don't get it twisted. I'm just trying to be entertaining for the stream. I don't give a fuck about you. You have a whole fake voice. You're a YouTuber that talks to the camera for a living and you're wearing a grill while you do it. If that's not a fucking tool, I don't know what is. You could barely fucking understand him. Anybody that's ever had a grill knows that it's kind of hard to talk, especially when you have a cheap-ass grill like he has. They don't fucking make it right. The shit doesn't fit on his teeth right. You could tell it's too chunky for his teeth. He's spitting up every other word. Bro, take the grill out when you record a video. Just wear it in your cool little pictures or whatever. Like, you sound dumb as hell, bro. That's from somebody that used to rock grills way before you ever had a grill. Let me see. Ninetail Super Savage said the big homie when I was in middle school passed high school by faking pay stubs for school credits using his World of Warcraft clan earnings. No way. That's too deep. Shout out to Cluck Mac for the 199 once again. Mikey said, I've gotten recognized one time by a guy at the gym who kept asking me about Lush. That's amazing. Dot Focus, shout out to you, Brody. Repo Man T said Lush got on Addy for plug talk. Bro, imagine Lush took an Addy for the plug talk and he just shriveled his dick up. Shout out to DJ Paz for the new membership. Shout out to all my Muslims, all my Moose Gang members, Moose Militia in the building. Repo Man T said Lush got on Addy. Greedy X4 said Lush going solo for plug talk. He's got to just jack off on camera now. Esteban Jimenez said no way you got to see Mayhem Loren. Yes, that was a crazy time. Cluck Mac said Lush going to take Lil Kelpie to plug talk now. Shasta said Kirkland baby. Repo Man T said Rico ain't top 50. That's crazy. George said Looney Corleone. Shout out to Looney. Harrison Neal said y'all should do a Lush intervention. He's spiraling out of control. I wonder how that would go. Bebop said in an alternate universe, Lush would be still at the pop-up with Big Rick. I saw Big Rick got an interview with Icon's wife. That's pretty dope. And my boy Street Champs, the Colorado YouTuber, said that Big Rick tapped in with him and then set him up with certain interviews. So shout out to Big Rick. I know he beefs with Kenny, wants to kill Kenny, but Big Rick's never done nothing to me. So shout out to bro. You know, it seems like he's a cool guy if you're not beefing with him. Repo Man T said Sibo X-rated Mozzie. Who next? Top 5. Let me see. MPC 500 said dumbass. Cluck Mac. The crazy part is Lush is messaging himself and she don't exist. John Diesel is a J-Cat for show. Absolutely. Bebop said I can't believe anything more. MPC says sleep deprivation equals Houston Bay. No way. Y'all think she's a figment of his imagination, no? Facts Only said, why do people forget sober Lush did a soft white underbelly interview where he admits he's a compulsive liar. He cannot control it. I think he lies and then he has to stick to the lie because he already said it in front of thousands of people. That's probably a tough thing to do. Facts Only, he make up a new girlfriend story every time he's late. That's funny. No way. No, I don't think he lied about the OD. There's no way. She has to be in the hospital. That's dirty if he lied about that, and I don't think he would. What it do, my fellow Muslims? Shout out to No Jumper Throwback member in the chat. Y'all could use them custom emotes in the chat if you're a member as well. So make sure to spam them every once in a while so people know. I think if Lush got on the sick one, he beats up Whack. That's the real discussion. Repo Man T, watch it. You're going to get Lush beat up. Old school RuneScape, OSRS. Okay, Facts Only. My bad. No jump a throwback. Doughboy looked like he got a bad sit down and got bad sit down air. He comes showered, it seems like. Sev said, Moose, thoughts on In-N-Out shooting? The news not talking about the gun tuber that saved the day. I saw him getting interviewed. No? Was that the guy with the long hair or somebody else? Trillavision said, I probably saw you live back in the day in El Paso, bro. No cap. That's what's up. You probably did, Trilla. Shout out to Cluckmac for the 199. Hot darn. Bebop. Nine Tails Super Savage said, I'm going to keep my dogs fed till they put me in a box. I've been getting to the money. That's something you not. Yo, you ain't never had to hide pills in your sock. Nine Tails Super Savage. What you know about that? I did Kenny Malice's Skonka Prima. No, you didn't, Lefty Gunplay's Crack Pipe. I don't believe you. Aren't we all a little gay and racist? True. Whack 100 has 65,000 tags on YouTube. I somehow stumbled upon this fact today. I had tags in my YouTube and everybody was like, bro, the tags are going to get you shadow banned. I feel like I got more views when I had the tags, or maybe I'm just delusional. I don't know. Should I put the tags back? Do a stream where you review music. JR from the J. Shout out to you. I definitely will. Just probably do it on Twitch so they don't demonetize me. The Martin 9400 said, using current and past No Jumper hosts, who would make the most entertaining shows? Well, definitely want House Phone and Blasey back. Give me T-Rail. Give me Duno. Give me those, and then I would make a group with the current hosts. Give me those guys back. And obviously, once Brick gets out, he's still gang. That would be amazing. DJ Pass said, fuck, I'm late, Moose. It's all good, bro. Shout out to you. Doughboy looks like he can't walk. He can. He gets around. Lush needs to see a chiropractor for his leg. I think it's the NOS. The NOS is making him drag his foot. I think that's more what it is. Moose, would you do the Tuesday show if asked, or are you strictly Monday gang? I would do it. I would do it. I'm not thirsty for it because we got our own thing going. But if they need me to fill in, of course, I'll fill in anywhere. I'm not tripping. Damn, you ain't lying, though. Shout out to you, Sev. Shout out to DJ Pass for becoming a member. Drop some of those custom Moose emotes in the chat. You already know what it is. So Germ didn't send that mysterious text? I guess not. I guess it's some Germ op. But they made it seem like it was Germ. But maybe they just got confused. Moose, are you Big Pun's son? I feel like I probably look like him. I feel like I've seen him. But he looks a little more Puerto Rican. Kenny and Big Rig beef is so random. So random, right? Just in Time said, what up, my boy? Shout out to you and free to homies. Free to homies. Bill Clinton's owl. Yo, Moose, you running a two-man with Lush or Skinny from the 9? I'm going Skinny all day before Lush. I'm sorry. King Klebo said, Lush try to play y'all, saying he hopes the Monday show does more views than the news. I looked, the Monday show killed the news. No comment. I went off on Lush on the Monday show. Sometimes I go off on Lush because I'm mad at him for talking shit about my show, and then I realize he's kind of just, you know, maybe he was just grumpy that day, but it's like, I don't need to rip his head off. I didn't need to go in on Lush, but if he's gonna talk shit about my baby the Monday show, I gotta send a couple shots, right? But we're almost at 60K views, I believe, so shout out to you guys for watching the Monday show. I probably missed it, but what happened to J Hood? I think they just didn't feel like he was a good fit for the Tuesday show, but he's still doing a lot of the bonus shows on Friday. So shout out to J Hood. Can we do a Discord dating show for Jaleesa's Heart? You guys got to figure out someone else to host that one. I can't do that. The Martin 9400 said, of all the No Jumper co-hosts, who's the least like their on-camera persona behind the scenes? Probably Kyle. Kyle's a really nice guy behind the scenes. He's kind of a dickhead on camera. Who else? Brandon was a culprit of that. Brandon was like a psychopath on camera. Will get off camera and be like, hey, man, that was a good pod. So what you going to do? What you going to, you know, oh, yeah, you want to see that? Oh, look at this girl I'm about to fuck. Yeah. And he's just like super friendly and cool. But on the pod, he's like calling you the dumbest person in the world. I would say those two. Lefty Gun plays Crack Pipe. Would you pod with Icon? Of course. I've talked to Icon a couple times when he called the Edgars on FaceTime, and he I think I talked to him about the wax situation, and he was just saying that what was he saying? Just kind of like asking me questions and laughing about it, but he was cool as hell. I don't got no beef with Icon. That's not my beef. I fuck with bro. And he'd put up numbers on the food community with his interviews. You know, some of his interviews are still the biggest shit, most viewed shit on food community. So, you know, he did a good job for sure. Moose go on Astra's stream. Shout out to Astra. She been doing her thing streaming. I've been seeing the clips and stuff. HP Unlimited 99. What up, GOAT? Shout out to you, HP. Channel X said we need Dago back. Call Dago. I forgot about Sharp. Sharp's just got a little insufferable, but definitely very entertaining. Nine Tails Super Savage. No Jumper needs Robesman back to even out the fuckery. Adam said he's invited Robesman back not too long ago and said Robesman is not into anything public anymore. J Hood replied, why couldn't it be me? He said, why not me, with a facepalm emoji. He did not know that Sydney Star was trans, to be fair to him. I'm not going to bleed him, but it had me crying laughing at 8:30 in the morning that day. Bebop said, do you remember when Sharp tried to help Yuri? Yes, but it wasn't very good. Can we get Moose interviewing Dago? I think I've talked shit about Sharp too much, just like talking with other people. He probably doesn't fuck with me, but it's okay. Let me see. Shout out to everybody that's a member spamming them goddamn Moose emotes. Appreciate y'all. Is Kyle really homeless, or is he that good at trolling? I mean, he's in some type of dwelling. There's a roof over his head. He has a whole setup. There's no way, right? Yuri wasn't having any of it. Skinny got more emotional strength. No, Skinny seems like he falls in love with all the hoes. Yuri was a helpful cat. It sucks Yuri hates No Jumper IRL. Yeah, it's tough. Bill Clinton's Owl said, Pooh's argument about being a devout Muslim drove me insane today. Being a Muslim versus saying you're a devout Muslim is a completely different thing. I feel like Neon passes himself as a devout Muslim. I feel like you should be able to push back on a little challenging of your beliefs, if that's really what you're saying that you're doing. If you read the Quran, you practice all of it, it should be easy. Like, if I'm not a devout Christian, but let's say I would have my ducks in a row where if somebody was like, hey, this thing is a hole in your religion, I'd say, well, it's because of this and this and this, and I'd have my points ready. But, you know, if not everybody wants to do that, they don't have to, but don't act like that's just like, it's not a bad look for you. Where does the name Moose come from? Do you have a bunch of 4-foot Paisa cousins that were mad because you were half their age and taller? Pretty much. You're actually kind of spot on. I'm one of the tallest people in my family. I'm one of the only people that played football and was pretty good at football. So I was pushing people around on the football field. They said I look like a moose running around, knocking people over. I've always been a big ass kid. I hit a growth spurt pretty early, so they called me Moose. And then I added the man later on. What happened to that fool? What fool? Southside Millie says, Spoety said when he says Doughboy, he breaking his jaw on his new video for dropping out the fight. Damn, I don't think he means that though. He's just contenting. Defiant with Brandon on YouTube. Swag Like Peanut said the no jumper humiliation ritual is getting the Aunt Hefe and Steven laugh at the same time after taking an L. True. Kaya Jr. 23 Moose, love the daily from Sydney, Australia. Never hated you initially, but you are definitely better off weed. Let's go, Australia! Yo, we need to go to Australia, bro. Australia gang. I'm Australian now, just because Kaya Jr. Fucking co-signed me. Facts only said Adam is sleeping on Brandon, not as a Potter, but he could do Charleston White type interviews about politics for clips. Actually a good idea. Actually true. Maybe I'll start sitting down with Brandon and we'll just cover some topics and we'll have like mini debates and then have some topics where we agree and have fun. Maybe I'll hit up Brandon, but I don't think he likes me because I was posting clips about me cooking him in the debate and he's like, you're still posting these? Y'all, you're pathetic. Brandon, you get 1 like on your Instagram posts promoting your stream. Shut up. Kaya Jr. said the personal lore is great as well. Hearing about your rents and childhood is what turned me from a it's dope he's on the news to watching your stream. Shout out to you, bro. For real. Shout out to all my Australians down under. Dragonite Crip said we need a no jumper escape room stream. You know what, Dragonite Crip? Where you at, bro? Where you at? Where's Dragonite Crip in the chat? Dragonite Crip, where you at? We're gonna mod up Dragonite Crip just because, you know what, he's a good guy and I'm not like Ricky. I'm a nicer guy than Ricky. Let me see. We need a no jumper escape room stream with Munchie in the background to help solve clues. Did y'all see when I was showing everyone Dragonite Crip's picture and I showed it to Munchie too? Not too many. Only one person in the comments caught that. I was just kind of testing him to see if he would like acknowledge that he saw it. Sharp acts like a princess. True. What happened to Yuri? Yuri, I think, just fell off, bro. And the main problem with Yuri, I think he would have been just fine if he never switched to kick. But I think the allure of that, like, paying you per hour bullshit gets a lot of, like, the bottom of the barrel minded fools that know that they probably will never blow up on YouTube. So it's like, oh, I could literally just get paid just to stream all fucking day And that's a better deal than me having to come up with like entertaining streams and hopefully getting a lot of views on YouTube. It attracts like the fucking worst low effort fools to switch over. So anybody you see abandon their YouTube channel, even though they got motion and go to Kick, it's because they fucking suck. Let me see. The best sharp clip is the fireworks one. What is the fireworks sharp clip? I don't remember that. There, sickest 1513 said there's no more dwelling. Yesterday was day one of his homeless stream. Craziness advocate to get him on more. You have Adam's ear. Craziness advocate to get. I'm not advocating for Kyle. What the fuck? He got to do his own shit. I work for my spot. He gotta work on his shit. HP Unlimited 99 said 2-man with Yuri or Lush or Doughboy. I'm taking Lush all day out of those three. Mango Pineapple said, you think they will let Perez Hilton see his kids after what he did? How does Perez Hilton have kids? Did he adopt them or did he actually have them? I need to know right now. Did Perez Hilton adopt his kids? No. Perez Hilton did not adopt his children. He welcomed all three of his children, Mario, Mia Alma, and Maita Amor, via gestational surrogacy. Oh, so he is gay? What's gestational carriers? Poor kids. They got a crazy ass dad. So he said all kids are mine genetically. He clarified at the time each was born thanks to the generosity of a different surrogate using eggs from the same anonymous donor. That's scary. So he's their only parent and he's over there like slicing himself up. This isn't. I don't even want to show these kids on stream. It's sad. I feel bad for him now. I actually feel bad for those little kids. That's sad as hell. Hopefully get some help, bro. He's all they got. What the fuck? You can't be having mental breakdowns on TikTok while you're doing split screen with 3 other people and they're just watching you kill, end yourself. That's not cool. King Klebo said, Moose, give us your no jumper Mount Rushmore. Whoa. Okay. I guess Adams is automatic. He's got to be on there. Mount Rushmore of hosts. House phone. How many is Mount Rushmore? 5? Adam, house phone. Who did I really like on No Jumper? I'll put T-Rail up there. Is it 4 or 5? I can't remember. We're going to stick with those. I can't really think of... I don't know. It's like... I got to think about that a little longer. George said Neon has to be surface level with religion with his following and influence, then puppet strings will get clipped ASAP. Keep the kids distracted. True. Prank call Brandon. I don't have Brandon's number. God bless Dragon Eye Crip. I modded Dragon Eye Crip back. Shout out to Dragon Eye Crip. Mikey, I knew that was you. I saw the demons. Wait, what did you say about Sharp? I think I just was saying he was kind of cringe or something. I can't remember. I talk too much. I'm not gonna lie. I don't use Kick. Yuri became an alcoholic. That didn't help. That's correct. Rouse 369. That's true. Channel X. The firework clip is good. W Mikey. Swag Like Pino said Ricky got me hot when he see Dragon Eye Crip is a mod here. He is. You got to come when we're streaming New Wave Dragon Eye Crip and flex on Ricky. Rotten Roll said W Mikey. VSKEM said disturbing. Ricky Roy was just in Day in LA chat. Cam Girl. Shout out to Cam Girl. Gotta put Lush. Oh, how can I forget Lush? Adam. I was thinking of like original era No Jumper. That's why I didn't include Lush. Adam, House Phone, Lush, T-Rail. How many more spots is there? Brick, Adam, House Phone, T-Rail, Lush, Brick. I'm going to say that. Is everything okay with Ricky and his boyfriend? He's been a bit agitated recently. I'm not sure. Did you grab hella forks at Panda today? Yes, I did, Joe Mama. How did you know? But I threw them all away because I was at Food Community. And then I was just trying to clean up my trash, and I felt kind of lame reaching into the bag of trash, grabbing all the forks I had grabbed and putting them into my bag. They might have had like teriyaki sauce on them or something, so I was kind of scared, I'll be honest. Dragon Knight Houston Bay said, in order to get Sharp, we need to get Damn Homie back. True, and tell her to pee into a bottle. JR from the J said, out of all the new people I know, Jumper, I fuck with you the most because you really talking this shit serious. Like you already got your own spot on the Monday show and on the news, and you be at All Facts podcast, bro. You doing the big one, no bap. Shout out to you, JR from the J. I literally was planning this shit when I lived in Sacramento. I was coming down to LA from August till February. Every single month, maybe twice a month, trying to pop up on the news as much as possible, pop up on Food Community if I can, pop up on Hater World, pop up on all these fools. Food Community started fooling with me more. They told me they believe in me. They said, fool, when you move out here, I was telling them, yo, No Jumper, I think wants me to move out here. They're fucking with me heavily. They're like, fool, when you move out here, Food Community, Prime, they're talking to me. Fuck with us, bro. We're going to start a show when you come out here. I promise you. So I was planning everything. Adam starts hitting me. When you moving out? When you moving out? When you moving out? I'm trying to start a new show. I want it to be different than the Tuesday show. Moose, when you move in here? So all this shit was, you know what I'm saying, pre-planned. And I just, we had a hustle over here on this side and make it happen. And we did. And everything's coming together. And I couldn't be happier. So shout out to you guys for showing love to everything. Because nobody would care if y'all didn't show up. You know what I mean? Swear you have hella points on the Panda Express app. I just got hip to the Panda Express app, so I don't. I probably got like 250, 300, enough to get the get a plate for the price of a bowl deal. That's probably all I can get right now, so we got to run it up. I swear, let me see. The Martin says, who is someone you didn't think you'd get along with but ended up being one of the coolest people you've met? At No Jumper, let me think. Who did I think I might not get along with, but I do get along with? I don't think there's anybody, honestly. I don't know. I feel like Josh is way cooler than I thought he was going to be. Josh is hella cool. And I thought Josh was kind of like the guy who fired everybody, kind of the asshole, the guy who had to do the mean parts. But Josh is super cool. So I'll probably say Josh. Josh, I was like kind of scared he might be a little like, like you never know when you're going to get fired. Josh is going to be the one that makes the call. But Josh is like one of the nicest dudes I've met for sure. Let me see. You're climbing the ranks. Raider Nation 831. You're climbing the ranks. Thanks for pod and daily fire content. Thank you, bro. I'm definitely, 31 streams and 31 days of August. We're definitely going to get that bracken. Let me see. Facts only said, you got this, fool. Once a host survives No Jumper early, they become beloved. Just write it out. Yeah, I forgot because Adam asked me on the Monday show, like, how do you think the Moose experiment's going on No Jumper in your perspective? I gave my perspective, but I in my head when he asked that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give my perspective, but afterwards I'm gonna be like, well, what's your perspective, Adam? But he doesn't seem to be, kicking me off the news. He doesn't seem to be canceling the Monday show, so I could only assume that I think I'm doing a pretty good job. And I weathered the storm of hate, from things that I brought onto myself. I'm not going to say it wasn't warranted, but I weathered the storm. I stuck to it. I listened to your guys' criticisms. I'm trying to get better every day, and I think it's working out. We're on the up and up, baby. Parade Up said, Josh. Beef Curtain said, you should have Blue Devil on. I fuck with Blue Devil. He just lives really far from me, so I don't know if I'll pull back up, but Blue Devil's a good dude. He's always showed me love, even though he criticizes me sometimes. I know it's, really he just needs to do content, or sometimes he's just trying to give me game. So I don't take it personal. I just might send some shots back, but it's all content with Blue Devil. I fuck with bro. JR from the J said, if Lush started IRL streaming, that shit would go crazy. True, but I think that Lush has a big troll fan base. They would be doxing him. They would be doing weird shit. I feel like if Lush did IRL streams, they'd be calling the restaurants, spam. He would be on his like Ice Poseidon shit, I feel like. Raider Nation 831 said, are you and Wack cool now? Yeah, me and Wack are cool. Wack gave me credit for the smack interaction on Back on Fig. He said I got a W over there. I did my thing. Even though he was saying I'm in LA now, I need to chill. I don't know how it works in LA, but he did give me a W for the smack shit. So, and every time I see him, he gives me a head nod, a little dap up. So shout out to Wack. 9 to Bebop said, I was just about to ask this. Yeah. Every time I see Wack, it's nothing but love, man. It's nothing but love. We kind of, we can laugh about the bullshit now. Is he my favorite guy? No. Am I his favorite guy? No. But it's all good. We don't have to love everybody that we work with, but I fuck with Wack. Ninetail Super Savage said, the MooseMan hate don't make sense. He got 3 LLCs and a couple ideas. Bro, you've been killing me, bro. Southside Millie said, sound like Spoety called you out too. He said, come on, Moose. What we doing, Moose? No. Oh, it's probably because I said that Doughboy would beat him up. But I'm training with Doughboy. I gotta side with Doughboy. I gotta ride with my boy. He's on the pod with me. Even though Doughboy never side with me, even though he never sides with me, I gotta side with my boy. You know what I'm saying? What's Spoety Face new page? Oh, Spoetic Justice, huh? Spoetic Justice. No way, bro. Because I was always Team Spoety, but it's like now that you're not in the building, bro. Where's the channel at? What's this shit called, y'all? It's just popping up Tupac clips. I said Spoetic, not poetic. Search instead for Spoetic Justice. There it is. There it is. Spoety crashes out on Adam 22 and Doughboy for quitting the Fight League. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, YouTube? Spoety Gang, Spoety Gang, man. It's your boy Spoety Face, and of course I'm back with another one. Another fight.
What happens if you try to grow your beard out? It never connects right here. It like stops right here, and then my mustache grows out a little longer, but it never connects. Nothing ever connects like right here, like in this area. So I just have like these weird like chops or something. I don't know. But shout out to as y'all can see right here. Oh yeah, look at this. Who's that guy? Who's that guy right there? Who's that 131 people watching? If you haven't already liked the stream, I know none of you guys have liked the stream. I know it. I know it. I know none of y'all have liked the stream. So go hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. To talk in the chat, you got to be subscribed. I think I put it to like 1 minute. You got to subscribe for 1 minute. Then you could hop in the chat with us. So please like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't. Let's check this out, man. Let's check this out. Lush breaks down into tears after his new girlfriend overdoses. Like, bro, there's too much shit today.
Bar reaction. I told y'all, man, I'm back and we're going to make this content happen, man. Every day we're going to be pushing it out more consistent. Like I said in my previous video, hope everybody doing well. We on our quest to 10,000 subs. Y'all got me there before. I know y'all gonna get me back. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe if you ain't did so already. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so anything I drop, such as this, latest and the greatest, man, y'all get it here.
Let's see if I'm still sub by the end of this video.
Y'all get it here first. Again, you know, we the last of the dying breed. The definition of real. I know all my real was gonna support.
Okay, come on. The fucking intro's too long. Come on.
The easy ride out. The easy route out, man. So y'all hear it first right now, man. When I see Doughboy, I'm breaking his jaw.
Oh.
I'm breaking his jaw straight like that. I'm breaking his jaw.
No,
it is
Spoety.
What it is. I want to test his chin out. He done had me doing all this training. I really wasn't doing too much training. I was doing a little bit of training for Doughboy, man.
Okay, neither one of them were training.
Got me wasting all his money on nutrition and trainers, man. And he
was not paying money for nutritionists and trainers. Bro, him and Doughboy was both bullshitting. No, facts. We might have to hit him with the 1.5. I'm gonna have to get on my. I gotta get on my. What's it called? What's bro's name? Destiny shit. Destiny watch shit so fast. I got that from him.
Up and quit on me. He's a quitter. Y'all hear me first, man. Go over to Doughboy page, man. I am Doughboy at Instagram or on, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, man. Go spam his page, man. Doughboy turning on a fade from Spoety Face, man. He took the easy route out. But
to be fair, like Spoety, like Adam pulled out of the fight and was like, man, don't fuck with that shit. Doughboy literally responded like 3 seconds later, like, I'm out too. I'm standing with you, 22. He answered so fucking fast. He know damn well he didn't want to fight Spoety, but it's all good. Saint Season said, Moose, would you box Whack for bread? You need your get back. You'll go from promising host to sensation. Yes, but it doesn't make sense for Whack to box me. And I don't think I would like... He would never agree to that. It would never be a positive for him. If he loses, that's a disaster. If he wins, they're going to be like, you beat up the guy that, you know, said 911 on speed dial. So that would never happen. I had that idea where I was going to box Comparator, knock him out, and then get the mic afterwards and be like, Whack 100, what's good? You know, that type of thing. Kind of like the, who said that? Who said that on stage when they said, what's good? Was it Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj did somebody like that. But that was my idea. But then I'm like, there's no way Whack would fucking agree to a boxing match. That makes no sense for him. So yeah, I abandoned that idea. Ninetail Super Savage said, Moose, I got an idea to change the opinion on Ricky. Get him to do a podcast without a hat on. Tell him, let that George Jefferson breathe. How was that going to help him? Raiders Nation said, "What's your go-to order at Panda?" I'm going super greens, steamed rice, honey sesame chicken, Beijing beef. I might swap something out, but it's usually that. Do you think he's coming back to no jumper? I would love to have Spoety back, but I think Adams just talks, said he, was saying all the stuff about the J Hood situation and that he was getting from Whack that I felt like wasn't true. He might have ran him off. Same Season said, I agree. He's ducking it. I'll say it for you. I mean, I think it doesn't make sense for him. I get why he would never do that, but I had that idea as well. So I understand.
Those of you don't know, the fight lead we were supposed to be fighting on, we had the card on, the co-main event, me and Doughboy, me versus Doughboy.
And how is Nutty the main event over Spoety and Doughboy? I feel like Spoety and Doughboy are more like bigger names than Nutty. Nutty's like obviously done the boxing shit before, but I feel like Spoety and Doughboy definitely are main event worthy. They don't even have a fighter for Nutty yet. Like that seems janky.
I believe Adam 22 and the owner got into it with over some post that Adam felt that was disparaging or that was just flat out disrespectful to his wife, rightfully so. Somebody say something about my wife or my girlfriend or my loved ones, whoever you want to call it, and I ask you to take down the post and you don't take down the post, I can see why you get mad. I really don't know the ins and outs of everything that happened. I just know that it was some things supposedly said about Adam's wife, and he didn't take a liking to it, which is understandable. So he was defending his wife's honor, and he pulled.
Okay. Can we do 12 minutes of this? Let's break this down. Where's the... Oh, he ain't even going to have a transcript in this, John, is he? Oh, he does. Let's see what he says about Moose. I'm thirsty to hear what he has to say. I'm thirsty. Let's see when he talks about Moose. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, Spoety. I'm Team Spoety. I was just kidding, bro.
Yeah. I'm calling you out on it, Doughboy. I wasn't going to say nothing, but it seemed like you really ain't going through with it, man. Come on now. Even to you, Moose. Come on now. What we doing, Moose? What we doing, Moose?
What?
What's going on?
What?
We doing? I need to get in that ring. But yeah, y'all get on the comments below and let me know what y'all think, man. Should Doughboy still fight me, even though Adam 22 has backed out the challenge?
Wait, what did he say? What did I include? What?
He just get up and somebody gonna interview them the next day. He want the content. Again, this ain't no shout out Adam, whatever the case is, but he know what I'm saying. Like, he'll never stop no money or stop no shows for Doughboy. He will not, probably somebody else, but he ain't gonna do it. He's not gonna do it for Doughboy. So why would you stop your bag? Or they giving us a bag, a healthy bag at that. Why would you stop that? It really don't even matter what it is. It's like, why would you stop your bag for another, for another man? Come on, Doughboy. I need you to get up and fight back. I was looking forward to getting in the ring with you, bro. I was looking forward to that, man. So yeah, I'm calling you out on it, Doughboy. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but it seemed like you really ain't going through with it, man. Come on now. Even to you, Moose. Come on now.
What the fuck did I do?
What we doing, Moose?
What did I do?
What's going on? What we doing? I need to get in that ring. But yeah, y'all get in the comments below and let me know what y'all think, man. Should Doughboy still fight me, even though Adam 22 has backed out the challenge, has backed out an adventure with the MFL? Y'all let me know. Because we all know Doughboy. We all know Adam 22 wouldn't stop his bag, or he wouldn't leave no money on the table for Doughboy. Do you guys think that Doughboy should still fight me on that lead? And this is the most important. We under contract, so I don't know what Doughboy, they're gonna go after him legally or not. Like, we both signed contracts. We under contracts. So now Doughboy is making himself liable or subjecting himself to be for legal action.
Nah, let me find out. Doughboy gets sued over the fade, bro. Nah, Doughboy, you signed the contract. I never signed no contract. They was drafting it up and co-produced it.
I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Is Adam gonna share his lawyers? Is Adam gonna, put up legal fees?
Is Adam gonna share his lawyers? Hell no.
We legally bound to the fight. So that's a whole nother story. Like, what we doing? Me personally, I don't think it's a smart move. I think we should just get it out the way and get the bag. But I also don't want to be up on no type of legal litigation. So that's another thing. You losing out on the bag, and you might get sued for your own money.
Facts.
Gotta be smart. You gotta think, brother. But y'all saying it right here, right now. I think Doughboy's scary. I think he a BFN. If you don't know what BFN, that means big for nothing. I think he's big for nothing.
Oh, big for nothing. I was trying to figure out what that meant.
And, even though I think he's a terrific father, and I think he's a great guy.
He's a terrific father.
He's a teddy bear.
Not saying he's not a terrific father. That just caught me off guard because he's been shitting on him the whole video, and he goes, "He's a terrific father."
A Teddy Roxbury, or Ruben Studdard, Doughboy, aka Ruben Studdard. Where you at, Doughboy? I need that.
Hey, don't speak on Ruben Stutter like that. This is my sorry for 2004, and I ain't gonna mess up no more this year. Nah, yeah, that's crazy as hell. If Doughboy gets sued, Adam is not helping, bro. If Doughboy gets sued because he dropped out of the fight because Adam got disrespected and he's kind of glazing Adam and following him, and then he gets sued because of it, that will be crazy. And damn well y'all know that he ain't fucking sharing no lawyers. Hell no. You got to take the fade for Doe. I'm so good, bro. I'm so good on fighting Spoety. I wasn't the one that got called a JB. I was the one that was talking crazy in the group chat to Spoety. That's him. DJ Kool-Aid said, DJ Kool-Aid 5108 said, big N team. Orale. Spun Mike said, Moosey Moose, we're going to shave your head when we see you. Spun Mike, I like to see you try, buddy. I like to see you try. Khalifa said, Moose, you got to be shirtless for a reaction pause. Why? What? The Martins 9400 said, if you could pick someone to fight Flacco that would give him the toughest fight or has the most smoke with, who would it be? Me. Channel X said, Moose versus Poetic Justice. I'm so good off that. I'm starting that down. WB Bus 27, what's good with you? You know what it is, man. I was thinking of shaving my head bald for the boxing match. We need to still do it, bro. Damn, if they're under contract and Doughboy's forced to fight Spoety, I want to fight somebody and get a bag too then. I want to get a bag too. Shout out to my homies right here. This is the Real Honesty Pod, bro. This is who we're going to be playing in 2K. They be streaming 2K and shit, doing their thing. Shout out to my homeboys, man. Great guys. They're the ones who booked Lush as well. We're part of Booking Lush. They run the compound out there in Vallejo. Shout out to the Real Honesty Podcast. Love those guys. Me and Brody are going to be challenging them in 2K and doing a stream of that soon. Before you respond, think of what Joe Rogan would do. True. You ain't fucking with Spoety. I fuck with Spoety. I don't want to see Spoety knock me out. Fuck no. Don't shave that melon. I got you. Fine. I won't shave my... But it would be a fire look. Maybe I'll look like... What's that guy's name? Tom Hardy? Yeah, I'm gonna look like Tom Hardy, you guys. No, then you would look like Where You Sleep Now, LOL, SC. Yo, Dragonite, yeah. The fuck you do now? No, true, yeah, bro. I'm always in some bullshit. Let's see. Let's go Instagram. We haven't addressed this yet. Because there is one thing we need to address for sure before we get out of here. Let's go. Let's pull it up. If you guys ever want me to react to some shit, send it to MooseMan Made It on Instagram. It was my old thumbnail page. That's what I'm logged into on here. So I could easily see all the DMs and shit. So if y'all ever want me to react to some shit, send it there. Because that's where it goes to my DM. But let's just address this bozo real quick. Address this bozo. I'm sorry, I don't need to keep saying, but I used to say Bozo before I ever encountered the rapper Bozo, so now it seems like I'm saying his name to diss people, but that was just like a common word in my vernacular that I would use, but I should stop using it because everybody's going to act like I'm talking about Bozo, but I'm not. Shout out to Bozo. But let's check out this guy, MJTV, 24,000.6 followers. He made a video about Moose. Let's see. He's got his tank top on.
Tickets. Because nobody wants to come see MooseMan and Doughboy. Let's be honest.
Oh, you want to know where Moose came from? He was a Yuri mod.
He was a Yuri mod.
That's why I did it with MJTV. Because I feel like
that was the one that popped in my head because he's not, the most. Okay, let's pause it right here. So he's looking at this is an old screenshot because we got 2,500 for the box subscribers now. You know what it is. So he has 37.5K subscribers. That's impressive. Really good. Really good. That's actually amazing. Way more than us, right? Way more than our 2,500. 37.5K. That's fucking great, bro. Let's look that up and check out what type of content got him so many subscribers. Let's check it out. MJTV. I wonder why MJTV is one of the first things that pops up. And it's literally the name of his thing. Where's MJTV? Okay, we got to go to channels, I guess. Channels. How could I find this? MJTV. Filters. We want channels. There it is. MJTV. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check out what he be doing and how he got all these amazing subscribers. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Okay, 37.5, just like he said. Is that what it was? 37.5. Correct. Let's check out these numbers. Black Sam is playing a dangerous game. 102 views 4 months ago. Flacco and T-Rail debate if gang culture killed podcasting. 116 views. Active members call out DC Baby Draco over hood vlogs. 59 views. Spider Look goes off on podcaster, then gets temperature checked. 607 views. 1,800 PZ on being the first AZ artist to be platformed on Thizzler. 52 views. We could keep going. Let's keep going. Sleaze Team K3 speaks on going to high school with SOBRB. 47 views. Jaleese exposes Spoety faces disloyalty, Young Aunt Hefe's hood vlog attempt, and Munchie B's morals. 52 views. 31 views. 113 views. And you would say, you know, this doesn't look like the worst content. This should be getting more views with the amount of subscribers he has. The thumbnails aren't terrible. He doesn't got the AI slop thumbnails. You would think, why doesn't he do more numbers? He has the subs. The content isn't terrible. I wouldn't say if I clicked on one of these videos, it's probably not, you know, unwatchable. And I'm going to tell you guys right now why. See, something I learned very early in YouTube is if you buy views, especially on live streams, if you were to buy views, YouTube flags that as unusual behavior in your algorithm and in your, you know, the growth of your channel. You go from doing 100 views to doing 611,000 views. And let's click on one of these videos. 611,000 views on a 4 hour 46 minute live stream. How many likes do you think that should get? 460? On my live streams, we get around 130 to about 200, and I get about 2,000 views. This dude got 611,000 views, and he got 5 comments. 5 comments on a video with 611,000 views. That's weird. It's probably just that one, though. Maybe it was just a fluke. Let's go to another one. Wow, amazing numbers. 225,000. This probably the likes and comments have to line up on this one. Maybe it was just a one-time thing. You know what I mean? 143 likes on a video with 225,000 views. And guess how many comments? None. Not one comment. It says one comment, but there is not a comment to be seen. Maybe it's just a fluke. Let's go to this one. 268,000 views. That's amazing. I'm sure it's more likes than 143 and no comments, right? Because it only makes sense that the engagement has to match up with 268,000, 250 likes and 0 comments. Comments aren't turned off. I could add a comment right now. I wonder why. I wonder why nothing is adding up. I wonder why you're blacklisted on YouTube and none of your videos ever hit the algorithm and are never recommended to anyone. And I know exactly why. It's because you bought a bunch of views about a year ago, trying to game the system. You didn't buy the like and comment package from the bot website that you went to. So you're stuck with 300 views on a video with 270,000 views. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, the blatant fucking scamming. You think your viewers are that stupid that anyone would believe this dog shit? So let's go back to his original video.
Pop and do, so I'm like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Your username is 916 MooseMan. And what have you done for the 916?
Too much pain to enroll. Yeah, but just for later, whatever.
I don't think it's gonna be that serious.
I got you.
Bro.
You don't think so?
I
wrote some shit. I think it's gonna be that serious. All right.
You're supposed to give takes on hip hop, but you came onto the No Jumper platform as a Yuri moderator, you had a chance to interview Nick Cannon and you literally fumbled it. One of the worst interviews I've seen. So let's talk about you. What have you contributed to hip hop? What have you contributed to the 916? See, I'm MJTV.
I got some Norteños, a pretty big interview that made some splashes on No Jumper. Have you got anybody on No Jumper? Any artists ever?
And Arizona hip hop comes exactly after that because of my contribution.
Nobody refers to MJTV ever when we're talking about Arizona hip hop. We talk about fucking Jug Season. We talk about Sideshow ENT. We talk about a bunch of fucking people that are much more relevant and not fucking self-obsessed and want a handout from everybody. We can go to my fucking DMs with MJTV before I restricted his dumbass because he used to spam me. He used to spam me, bro. Spam my DM, tagging me in bullshit. Look at this. Look at all these, bro. Look, I've never responded. It's just tag, 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 and then this bullshit. And then this lame ass reel. Look, restricted, unrestrict him. Because I didn't want him tagging me in his weak ass reels. The shit that he pays for numbers. He was sending his content to me because he wanted me to view his content. You can't talk like this, little guy. I watched you run away from Flacco. Let's go MJTV Flacco on YouTube and just see what that looks like. What did that look like? What does that look like? What did that look like? Let's check that out.
That my boy MJ is curated for us.
Yes, get used to it. We got 4 of some of the dopest artists in the city. Y'all gonna hear a little glimpse of it. Y'all might as well start.
Look at Brick Baby's face this whole time, y'all. Look at him.
That my boy MJ is curated for us.
Nobody gives a fuck about anything
that my
he's
boy
saying right
MJ
now.
is curated for us.
Yes, get used to it. We got 4 of some of the dopest artists in the city. Y'all gonna hear a little glimpse of it. Y'all might as well start get used to it because I know y'all haven't heard about Arizona, but we here. Trust me. Like, be the villain. Tell them about some of the shit you got going on. Tell them about the songs. Tell them about, you know, your catalog and where they can find you online.
Shit, y'all can find me online at Be The Villain on Instagram, and shit, I got a lot of music.
Oh, yeah, you got a song with BSG, am I correct?
Yeah, I got a song with a couple of the Baby Stones, and shit, I got a song with Splurge.
This is riveting content. Let me tell you, MJ. Now let's just scoot up because we know what everyone wants to see.
LA, yeah, we out of town.
BSP 60s forever bad. You feel me? But regardless, dope artists, and that's dope.
I knew it
that's
already, but
I'm sure you did.
Like I said, I was just joking.
Hey, Brick's my homie, and I'll do a song with BSG tomorrow. You feel me? Like,
Get your money.
Yeah.
This shit the industry. It's time today.
Oh shit! Oh shit! No, nigga, get off!
Hold on. Watch the camera. Watch the camera. Watch the camera.
You do it outside. You do it outside. Yeah, we outside, bitch. Come on. Go outside. Come, yeah, come on. No, bro, we outside, bitch.
Yeah, you go outside. Go outside.
Go outside.
Take that shit outside.
Come on.
Oh shit!
Come on, bro. Ain't no.
Sorry.
Come on. Okay. Go across the street. Come on, bro. I ain't good to fight. Bro, come on, bro. All right, give me 1 second. I can do it outside. Just do it outside. All right, yeah. We outside, bitch. Come on. Come, yeah. Come on, no. Bro, we outside, bitch. Come on, bro. Outside. We outside, bitch. Come on.
Oh shit!
Come on. Bro, ain't no cameras. Come on. All right, okay. Go across the street. No, right here. Come on, bro. I ain't good to fight.
Go down the side. Go down the side.
That's Donnie. Go down the side. Go down the side. Yeah, so pretty much the moral of the story is, bro, you were a fucking fanboy ass fool. You cry about, why doesn't anybody acknowledge me? Why doesn't bootleg Kev give me any opportunities? You're a fucking peon. You're a fucking loser. You're a fucking bum in this shit, bro. You will always be a bum. You paid $500 to be on Back on Fig, and it didn't do shit for you. I went on there for free and cooked smack and got a good clip, and everybody gave me props. They raised me up and threw me above their head and said, yay, woo, woo, hooray, MooseMan. That's what I added. That's what I added, you fucking bozo. So just know that, MJTV, I'll never speak on you again because you're fucking irrelevant. The whole reason why I questioned Sharky about bringing you on Back on Fig, because you're fucking irrelevant. You're fucking cringe. You fucking suck, my boy. And that's just all I had to say. Shout out to Jug Season, the real Arizona representative. This dude buys subs. This dude buys views. This dude sucks. Like, look at these dudes that's on here. MooseMan is a joke, and we don't mess with him up north. Guarantee you this dude probably has a zesty picture of himself on his profile. Guaranteed. Let's see. Let's just scroll for a little bit. Bam. Is that your bitch or your fucking bestie? Fucking bum. That's all I'm saying. These are the type of dudes that's hating on me. Let's be real, my guy. Let's be real. These are the people that's hating on me. What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? This dude ain't from Sac. This ain't no real Sac dude. Married. Okay. Like, these are the type of people that's in his comments hating on me. I just can't deal with it. He still got this pinned. How many years ago was this? 2023. It's been 3 years, my boy. Let go. Make a new moment, my boy. It's been 3 years. It's over with. You're never coming back. Adam literally regrets having you on the platform. Let's be real, my boy. But now that we got that over with, let's get into some real business and let's talk about this Reddit. Let's see what the Reddit got to say. Let's see. Donnie's truck got hit by a car. I saw that. Shout out to Donnie. Appreciate you. Moose, this bozo's beneath you. Stop wasting your time. I know. I just had to address him because he made his little video. But I just had to show his YouTube, like, bro, you can't buy subs and then flex your subs. You can't buy views and then flex your views. It's so, like, everybody knows you're a nobody in real life. Everybody knows that nobody fucks with you in real life, my boy. I don't have to do nothing to be better than you at this shit because I was born better than you. I'm just naturally better than you at everything. I could be a better blogger than you if I wanted to. I'm a better podcaster. Just cut it out, my boy. Your whole life is a facade. Your whole life is you begging people to want to fuck with you. Please fuck with me. T-Rail, fuck with me. Adam, fuck. Bootleg Kit. I'm like, bro, shut up. Quit crying. I hate all begging, all handout ass motherfucker. Work your ass off until you're undeniable so you could get it cracking. Get cracking and come back. But let's see what the Reddit's talking about, you guys. Flacco's uncle taught him bare naked wrestling. He dangerous. W. Donnie. Someone going to clip that and send it to Bozo. Oh my god, yeah, I know. Everybody's gonna fucking clip me saying Bozo. I don't mean Bozo the rapper, I just used to say Bozo to describe bums, you know what I'm saying? No, Lush's girl did not die. She's okay. He's okay. She's okay. She's okay. She's okay. She seems like she's in the hospital, no? Moose speaks on John Diesel. What the hell? Like John Diesel, it's funny because he's from the Mexican part of Oakland. Let's see what people are saying. What did I say? The Martin 9400 said, being from Sac, do you know any people that act like John Diesel? It's funny because look like Roseanne. The Mexican part of Oakland and Raza from the black parts don't act like that. Damn, y'all are quick, bro. Oakland and hey, that must mean we lit, y'all. That must mean we lit. Hey, shout out to bro. Moose is fucking annoying. I can't, bro. Start screaming for unnecessary. Wait, Moose is fucking annoying. I can't, bro. I can't. Bro, start screaming for unnecessary things. Shit's bad podcasting. Let's see what they have to say. Moose is top 3 on the pod as a whole, as much as people don't like to admit it. Brick, Munchie, Moose, honorable mention, Rios. No one else comes with valid topics and can actually discuss and make things interesting. In my opinion, if Brick comes back once he gets out, a pod with those 3 would go. Let's go. Okay, Bill. It's Ralphie plus Evil. Who's the problem? I yelled one time in the pod. Look on the pod today on the news and see who is yelling. I don't understand how I'm getting the yelling allegations. I don't know. I haven't been on the Reddit in like 2 years. Shout out to the Reddit. Great guys over there, right? Germ Blitzes, Houston Bay. THF Kobe said she overdosed in the hospital. Last I heard that she's good. She made it. Yes, she made it. MJTV could never roll his R's like Moose. People just hate about anything now. True. But I just like at least put a fair criticism on me. If I'm yelling too much, tell me that. Bro, I yelled one time. I was literally like, bro, these fools are yelling right now. I was just kicking back, staying silent, would chime in at the end of everybody talking just to kind of summarize the sides and be like, okay, I can see how Ricky feels this. I can see how Pooh sees this, kind of clarify things. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I was yelling too much. I don't know. I know who the worst new Potter is, but I'm going to be cool and I'll let it loose, my boy. Like, oh, yeah. Shout out to Fever, man. Shout out to Fever. Let me see. When my firme Jaina steals 2,500 for some... Oh, bro. Did his face really look like that? That's so sad. Yo! 2,500 for the box. DJ Pass 3458 with the 1999 salute. Yeah. But bro, this was sad. I didn't even want to watch this. I'm not gonna lie. Stop platforming this weirdo. Oh shit. Old paperwork. What did he do? Criminal sex abuse victim 13 to 17 off under 5 years. Offender under 5 years. Wait a minute, huh? This is an on-view arrest. Above offender taken into custody on signed complaints under RD that the offender, whom is 19, knowingly had consensual sexual intercourse with the victim, who is 15. Offender Mirandized and transported to the 007 district for processing. So when he was 19, he fucked a 15-year-old. That is freaky, but shit, there's a bigger age gap with Flacco in the bitch. But yeah, I don't fuck with bro. The Invasion 33 said, bro, why you end Smack career like that? I thought we were just having fun talking shit. I didn't think his mama was going to get sent the clip. Like, goddamn. Like, Smack talks shit to everybody. He pops it to everybody. He talks shit about Smack. He talks shit to everybody that he feels like is below him. He tried popping that shit to me, and I just popped it back. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. That's all it was. It wasn't nothing. I don't hate Smack. I fuck with Smack. Even when I met him back in the day at No Jumper, when he was on At the End of the Day, he acted better than me back then too. So yeah, did I have a little smoke for Smack? But I wasn't gonna unleash it unless he had smoke for me first. So, and that's what happened, you know. So it is what it is. 19 Hour said, Moose, you're the truth. I'm pushing your line. Push that line. Let's go, 19 Hour. Let's go.
DW is gay as hell.
What the fuck? So is this racist? Like, this isn't racist. Like, is it kind of cringy? I want to say this is like negative on the black community. It seems like they're having fun and dancing and shit. What's so bad about this? Why does Lush hate this so much and thinks it's like minstrel show shit? Like, yeah, is it cringe? Racist? I don't know. Uh-oh.
Differ. And the reason I must be a factor at this time, I beg a differ. And the reason I must beg a differ is because even...
Bag a differ? Oh, man. Thought that guy went to college. Wack got some explaining to do tomorrow, Adam. I'm not going to lie. I did send this to Adam. I'm not going to lie. I said, yo, didn't you bet? This is one of the worst songs I've ever heard. I'm not even going to lie. I don't want to listen to it so we don't get copywritten. This Phoenix Flexin' News song is one of the worst songs I've ever heard. I won't lie to you, at least this year. Wack 100 says he would still smash R&B if she was a transmission, full video and story.
That R&B was a transgender. If I found out this morning that R&B was a transgender, I'd have been up in this thing so motherfucking much. Keep it 100. If I found out this morning that R&B was a transgender, I'd have been up in this thing so motherfucking much. Keep it 100. If I found out this morning.
I mean, I get... Let me not say I get what he's saying. I don't get what he's saying, but he's saying, like, I love her so much. If I found out she was a transgender, I've already had sex with her so many times, I would just keep rocking with her. Isn't that what he's saying? Still just, why is he saying that? This was funny. Y'all think the feds be laughing at Lush? Nah, not like that. Not like that. Bag of differ is crazy. You making money now, Moose? Get a real mic. What's wrong with my mic? Is my mic that bad? Ernest Cook? Shout out. I got a Audio Technica that Trevor Potter gave to me for free. Shout out to him. But is my mic that bad, you guys? Let me know. A Freak 100, Trans 100, Fuck 100, Fuck Whack, tell him Run J Diggs fake. Oh yeah, he running scary ass. Okay, Lil Narrow, let him know. Dragonite Crip said, was he hiding from someone? Why did he sound like that? He be like sleepy and horny all the time. It seems like every time he's sleepy, he just gets hella horny. I don't know what's up with that. Shout out to Opac. my Aussie fella with the custom emojis. If you subscribe to that membership, become a Muslim, become Moose Militia, become Moose Gang, you could use them custom emotes. And I swear I'll start dropping some members only content, at least so y'all get the shit early. And then I don't have enough members for the member only stream yet. I feel like once we hit like 20 members, I'll go a member only stream, and then the rest of the plebs can watch it later. But I'm gonna do something special for the members. We'll figure it out at some point. But shout out to y'all. Don't matter, he'll be home soon. Shout out to Jay Diggs. Join the Moose Herd. Southside Millie spamming them emotes. Shout out to you. Stupid ass said yes. J-Cat Lush. Joey Irie said Lush be having them come down emotionally attacks. That's what I think it is more than anything. I know I feel bad for him, but it's also like, I know it's partially the drugs. I feel like he wouldn't feel as bad if he wasn't coming down. So it's like, it's hard to gauge like what percentage of it is the come down and what percentage of it is genuine feelings, and what percentage of the genuine feelings are being exacerbated and made worse and more extreme by the come down. You know what I mean? Moose, no lie, you and Munchie carrying no jumper right now. The invasion, shout out to you. I love you for saying that. That's an amazing thing to say. That's really nice. Appreciate you. THF Kobe said Lush better hide those drugs real good, leaving the no jumper building. True. I stole that from MMG. Y'all watch MMG? He do the Madden and college football videos. He always goes, true. I stole that from him. I'm not gonna lie. OPEC said, as soon as it started, it broke me. LOL, kind of shit ain't funny, man. At this age, we shouldn't be glorifying self-destruction. Continue to bully Lush. Psych Mob 100. Southside Millie. Lush boofs his drugs for no reason. Yeah, he's definitely got a bunch of pills up his butt. Dot Focus said, Whack 100 making a very, very slow exit out the closet. There's no way, right? No way.
Ray J ain't no blood. He was with Sydney in that car too. On the hood, niggas ain't defending peas no more. We turning down fade.
A few moments later.
Hey! Whoa!
Yo, girl.
Yeah, man. Yo, this is my ex Lisa, man. We used to talk back after my mom's kicked me out the house.
My nigga, that's a man.
Ain't no fucking way.
Oh, shout out to Rich Rabbit, my guy. Rich Rabbit. Nah, that ATL episode is a classic for sure. Look at Big Moose going from average from 50 to 100 to 150 in a week. Sincere congratulations, George. Shout out to you, Brody. How many viewers we got right now? It don't really matter as long as y'all rocking with me. I'm rocking with y'all. But we do have 152 viewers in the chat. Like the stream, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You know what it is. The last few news episodes been straight trash. Adam, you need a strong mic in there that cuts these trash-ass, sidebar-ass conversations off when they run on too long, homie. Also, Ricky losing an argument, not talking for 3 minutes while he chat GPT's a rebuttal. That's in his favor. Is terrible podcasting. Stop that shit, please. It is. I love Ricky. I don't think Ricky sucks. I don't agree with any of the shit people say about Ricky. That I agree with is going on your phone, chat GPTing an argument because you're losing it, and then saying, hey, I have this fact that is going to prove my argument. That is kind of lame because nobody else is doing that. I'll be honest on that one. Even though I love Rick, Rick's my best bud. You know, I do a podcast with Rick, and it's my, my most successful pod on this channel is the New Wave. You already know, it lasted longer than the Homieverse. I love Rick. I don't want anyone to get it twisted. Ricky and Moose are so consistently ass while being full of themselves. Are you guys serious? Ralphie plus Evil are some of the worst podcasters. Only person worst than them is that young camel toe goo. Ricky sucks, bro. I never seen someone so uncultured and uneducated in hip-hop try to argue things that are clearly wrong. Yeah, I love Ricky, but I think we could do a without ChatGPT with everybody on the No Jumper show, and I think we should just
reached
podcast.
out and asked if I could clear a few.
Oh, I saw this earlier. Let's see what's going on.
Sheriff reached out and asked if I could clear a few things up for you guys.
Adam does it all the time, and it's cringe when Adam does it too. Adam should stop doing ChatGPT searches so often, at least. Like, if it really comes down to it, it's we're stuck in the road because we can't get over a certain hump. Okay, ChatGPT, Google, whatever. But when it's like the first instinct, that is kind of cringe as a podcaster. I'll be honest. I think that's kind of cringe. Moose, how can you deal with the team stink takes during news? I like Ralphie and Evil. They're cool dudes. Yes, they say outlandish shit, crazy shit, conspiracy shit that I don't agree with. I push back. I usually don't go too hard because I know they can be kind of just half trolling, half just like trying to say the craziest shit they heard, half just trying to be entertaining and funny. They're kind of like saying it lightheartedly. They're not like super stand like, the vaccine's bad. So I just try to like softly, push back on certain shit and just try to keep a cohesive show. But I like Ralphie and Evil. I think Ralphie, if he could just like control like the over talking, or like when he's talking, even if someone cuts you off, maybe stop talking and then finish your shit, or be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Can I get my shit? Let me land, kind of just, podcast etiquette a little better. I think they'll be fine. Let me see. Alan Torres says, straight up, I heard arguing adamantly and so emotional over that Thug and Quack shit. I was like, ain't Thug a snitch? Why are they so hyped and entertaining snitches? That's what I was saying. Also, why Quavo probably wouldn't, because Young Thug's image is in the trash right now. Why would Quavo sign to him? Ricky was just so adamant on Quavo signing to him, but maybe he was just playing devil's advocate. So I don't want to get on too bad. You know what I'm saying? Joey Irie said, no glaze, but if you keep it up, you might be bigger than Jala. Hopefully I never wear the same size pants as him, but hopefully if you're talking about YouTube subs, yeah, I think I agree. I think if we stick to it, we'll be good. I think we'll be good. No, for real, I felt bad for Lesh when he was crying on the live show. THF Kobe, I agree, but just remember that part of it is drugs. It's not genuine emotion. I mean, it's genuine emotions, but it's like way more. The waterworks are flowing way more because he's coming down and he's emotional. We've all been there. We used to have 3 motherfuckers in here. Good shit, Moose. Sergio P absolutely was here when I had 3 people in here. Shout out to Sergio, one of my first mods on YouTube when I started streaming on YouTube. Adam, need me on No Jumper for sure. Stupid ass. I doubt it. Ricky is cool, but he gets it from Adam. The ChatGPT thing gotta stop. True. I think we should make a rule. You know what I'm saying? I can't make a rule for Adam. He's the boss. I could only say, hey, ChatGPT isn't the best podcasting. He might not agree. He might feel like it is good podcasting. But I think for everybody other than Adam, we should have a no ChatGPT clause. And if we do go to the chat, it should be unanimous, a democratic decision voted on to be like, is this a time where ChatGPT should be brought in to settle this argument? If not, let us settle it ourselves. You know what I mean? Shasta Mussolini, shout out to you, buddy. Somebody said, George said, Apollo has the most A mics. You agree, Moose? I think the only A mic is really MacWap. Keem, I think, struggles to be an A mic, but he's a great podcaster. But I don't think being a great podcaster means you're a great A mic. I think Keem does do better when it's him and MacWap for sure than he does when he's the A mic. But I don't know. Benji Ocho, shout out to you, bro, for the 99 cents. Fuck with you. Evil shows up to fill a seat, set him in the back. Nah, shout out to Evil. He's been getting better too. Clout Rage Clip said cringe AF. THF Kobe said, just curious, is Dragonite Crip still not a moderator because of Ricky? No, we remodded him today, Kobe. Everso Gaza 5491, shout out to Moose, the most active Norte in 2026. Not true. I'm activa, but in the podcast scene, not in the Norteño scene. But shout out to them. Great guys. Alan Torres, Quavo, Dragonite Crip said, Mikey saved me. Southside Millie said, fuck that vaccine. That's fine, you guys. That's fine. 70% of the world does have it, but, you know, I understand. You shouldn't be forced to take it. I get it. Do your thing, you guys. Clout Rage Clip said, Evil has an extra chromosome. Don't make fun of him. Not joking. He's musically inclined, and the buck slams the brakes right there. That's funny the way that you worded that. Dragonite Houston Bay said, partially, I think it's because the Edgars are not locked into where they Google everything like they're Joe Rogan. True. Yes, bro. We asked Steven to Google something. He's like, puts his phone down from looking at TikToks. Drags it over. It's like, oh, we need a Jamie. Can Steven be more like Jamie? Just fucking Google it, dickhead. No, but I fuck with Steven heavily, but he definitely does not like being put to work. George said, Moose, did you tap in when YG called on Red Team? Definitely. I DM'd him. He just hasn't opened it. I don't know why. Southside Millie said, Ricky doesn't know rap and hip hop. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it seems like he does. Sometimes he's like, I didn't know YG and Draco were beefing. When he was making that point with Lush the other day, I was dumbfounded. I'm just like, how do you live in LA? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Sometimes I don't know with Ricky. I don't know. I don't know if he's trolling. He's playing devil's advocate. I don't know. Feel bad. Dude was high as fuck. He was high. Clout Rage Clip said, Moose, you and Kyle are my faves. Lush is the OG, but he's battling Scante missions and it's getting old. True. ATL Nola said, can't give Ricky same excuse when it's a pattern and a terrible podcasting. LOL. Maybe playing devil's advocate. LOL. Stop. The fact that I just said that and then you had chatted that already, that's pretty funny. Maybe Ricky, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm like too new to the podcasting game to be too critical, I guess, of my coworkers. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Let me know. Jay. Shout to Jay for the subscription. Man. That's that real music, man. Off the Chink said, Moose, you got to tell someone up at No Jumper to dress that motherfucker Doughboy. His fit's getting worse and worse every episode. I'm going to try. I'm going to do a vlog with him soon, I promise. I think Lush OD story was cap. He probably found out she was a germ plant. The invasion. I seen texts that seem to confirm it. Shout out to Benji Ocho for the dollar again. Southside Millie said, you mad Kyle crash out and break his computer screen? Now he's homeless. No way. Kyle's not homeless. I don't believe that. Can you have a phone when you're handcuffed to the bed? Great point. A+. You know what? Let's Google that. Okay. If I OD on drugs... what was the rest of it? And I have criminal charges pending. Can I have my phone in the hospital? Okay, they think I'm trying to commit. Oh my God, bro. I'm just trying to. Okay. If someone were to. Okay, bro. California's Good Samaritan drug overdose law. Bro, it won't even let it give us an answer because they think we're fucking trying to end it all. I'm not trying to OD. I'm just asking if someone were to OD, they're in the hospital, they have criminal charges pending. Would that then? It just gave me the suicide hotline. I just want to die today. I just want to die. I remember that Logic song. Can you let me see. Doughboy built like a bag of soup. Off the Chinks, you're crazy. Big League Jew, thank you for the gold coin. It's funny that you never mind. Dragon Eye Houston Bay said Bo Jackman is in Chito Rana's basement. W Benji Ocho, A+ Lush Lady. Lefty Gunplays Crack Pipe said you and Adam should pull up to MacWap TV. Yo, that's actually a good idea. Why are the Edgars entitled? I think they're just honestly, Nathan is much more willing to search shit up. Steven is just a little more cranky sometimes. It's all good. Psych Mob said fire Ricky. 2x said Vax MK Ultra Norteño stare intensifies. It hurt my neck. Shout out to Big League Juice 69 gifted happy poop times X Jules. Still have no idea what that means, but thank you so much. Alan Torres 345. If your guys' line of work, the worst shit you could do is speak on shit you don't know about. I see a lot of in podcasting people be trying to pass their opinions as facts. I try my best not to do that, but yeah, definitely it's easy to do that. The Invasion said, for real, how do you know? Oh, remember when Lush did this? Oh, he talks like Yoda. He talks like Yoda when he's making fun of someone. Oh, YG and Draco have beef? It's so funny, bro. I love when he does that voice. It's like a kind of Jay Reddy Yoda type of beef. Like, I'm not a regular human being. For real, let me see. Psych Mob 100, Ricky too pussy to have a good opinion on anything. No way, right? George said, tell us your first or best strip club experience. I've only been to a strip club like 3 times. I know it's in LA, and I heard they're weak out here. So I saw Nav, though. I saw Nav in the strip club in LA one time, like a bunch of years ago. What was that? Probably 2019? Probably 2019, 2018. I was with my homies in LA. We went to the strip club, and Nav was in there, and we had a little booth. Nav had a booth. We was like, that's Nav right there. Oh, shit. You know, that's the most exciting I got for you. Clout Rage Clip said, Moose, will you send Whack a letter when he's in federal lockup washing Big U's draws? I'm gonna say we got him, coach. I'm gonna send him a letter that says that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't wish jail on anybody except people who deserve it. I don't know if Whack deserves it. That's to be seen, I guess. AI be glazing too much. Alan Torres said Doughboy's legs look like Flacco's when they are sitting on the couch. ODM Slim called them thiacitas. ODM Slim's hilarious. 2X said you don't get handcuffed to the bed for ODing. I think she was trying to traffic drugs and got caught on the bus. No, I think she was ODing and got caught with a bunch of drugs, so they took her to the hospital. And as soon as she gets like well enough to go to jail, she's gonna go to jail or something like that. So if you're waiting to get charged after you OD and they're waiting until you like are fit enough to go to jail, do you get cuffed to the bed then? Caesar Lyric Flores said the sweatsuit was crazy. Doughboy looked like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol, but the Jordans weren't fake. They were a comic book collab. True. I looked them up. I sent them to the chat. I said, no, they're not fake. I just never seen those before. Are they some weak ass 4s? A little bit, but at least they're real. True. Keep It Peasy said, yo, a little too late for me, but tapping in. W Moose. Hey, shout out to you, bro. I'm trying to get the early streams for all my folks that's not staying up super late. So I will do some early streams when I'm not on the news and I don't have pods going on. I'll do an early stream. What's a good time for an early stream? Is an early stream like 9 to 12 on some like pre the news shit? Shout out to Big League Jew for the 100 gifted jewels. Is an early stream for you guys 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning to 12 like that? Or would you rather have like a 2 to 5 type of stream or some 2 to 4:30 type of stream? Like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Doughboy has better fits than Adam. I know that's not saying much. You know what? Next time Adam shits on Doughboy's fit, I'm going to say, you know what, Adam? This is better than your fit. And I'm going to trigger him and he's going to go off. Alan Torres said, hell no, you can't. You're technically in jail, but you know money is a motherfucker. Oh, okay. Rest in peace, Logic. Logic is not dead. But shout out to you, bro. Dot Focus said, rest in peace, Logic is so funny. Psych Mob 100 said, you got to say for educational purposes. Facts. Use Grok. Grok probably would give me a straight answer, huh? Tell Adam to stock Narcan at the studio, please. Real talk. Let's not regret having some. I think my homie gave me some Narcan years ago. Does that expire? Shout out to Big League Jew sending Clock It and 80 Jewels. I like his Doughboy voice. I like how his Doughboy voice is the same as his Dijon voice, and it's just like a gay auntie. That's so funny. Go to Sam's. It's not the best, but it's fun. I think that's where we went one of the times. I feel like that's where we saw Nav was there, I think. Better yet, would you send him money? No, definitely not. Let's chill with the Ricky slander chat. His sugar daddy found a new sugar baby. He's hurt. Clout Rage Clips. What? Yeah, what? Ricky did call y'all broke. That's kind of crazy. Big League Jew 69 says sent 100. ATL Nola said, Moose, I peeped you clan and Ricky for saying that's a fact when he was clueless about something today when Ralphie was cooking him on that topic. Big League Jew 69 super chat at 199. He said, what's this about Ricky having a sugar daddy? I think it's just because they feel like Ricky's been kind of grumpy to the chat lately and it has to be something about him being gay, so they made up the sugar daddy thing. They're just joking. But yeah, Ricky definitely said that's a fact, and I was like, wait, isn't that definitely like your fucking opinion? That definitely was a fact. But hey, shout out to him. I love that. I love Ricky, man. He doesn't piss me off. Does he what is the right word? Kerfuddle me sometimes a little bit with his opinions? Yes, absolutely. But hey, it is what it is. Alan Torres said, let Doughboy use that leather jumpsuit you wore at BOF. Bro would tear through that motherfucker like the Hulk if I gave it to him. M2X said 3 a.m. streams for us oil burners in the chat. Isn't oil burner supposed to put you to bed? How would you be up at 3 a.m.? Or is that meth? Clout Rage Clips, shout out to you for the $9.99. Appreciate you, Brody. Whoa, you guys got money. You guys must have got a new sugar daddy. Hold on. Southside Millie said, motherfuckers missing both them time slots. 2 to 4, we work. The pleather, definitely is pleather, but I look fly. Dragon Eye Black Dave said, Donnie used to run the early 10 to 12 window. George sent clock it. Southside Millie said it's similar. Sam's is whack. Nicholas is where it's at. Okay, BG, you horn dog. Alan Torres says Dijon's and Tamala Burgers live just ended. Oh, wow. Amazing. We definitely got to get more subs than them, y'all. They definitely on the op list. A Plus said, was Flock2 Ball talking shit on No Jumper? He was, Flock2 Ball got kicked from the No Jumper chat, and I haven't really heard from him since because I never followed him, but it was about the live show, I believe, and he was just kind of trying to give overly advice on what Adam needs to do and Adam seemed to get annoyed and was just like, bro, we're trying to do this. And he's like, oh, no, you need to do this. You're doing it all wrong. You don't know nothing. With the live show being canceled, maybe some of his points had validity, but it did come off as like a young kid giving advice to a fool that's been running this company for a while. And it seemed to really irritate Adam. And I think he got him out the paint for that. I think that's what it was. But I don't think I never saw him talking shit in public. It was just group chat shit. He pissed people off, I think. If you had George said, if you had a partner with someone to host a strip club appearance, who you taking? Munchie B, obviously. Munchie B all day. Clout Rage Clips, thank you for the $9.99 again. Appreciate you. Doughboy, Southside Millie said, Doughboy needs custom jumpsuits like Dave Blunt's. Oil burners is a saying. What does that mean? A Plus. HB Unlimited said, my name is Frederick. Frederick Jala is my real name. Minyongo Tokpa is actually my real name. And then I also go by something else. M2X, Flock2 Ball flew too close to the sun. Yeah, I like Flock2 Ball. I think he's hilarious. I think his skits are hilarious. Izzy's the best on the pod. Some people like him. Some people really hate him. For me, he wasn't the most exciting because he had like a story for every single topic. Like, oh yeah, I remember like in high school, which was 3 years ago for me. This thing happened. Oh yeah, my homie in high school. Oh yeah. And it's like, bro, you don't have to have a story for every single sentence we say. That would be my only critique. But other than that, Flock2 Ball hella funny and his skits go crazy. Real one. You should do a live with them, Dijon and Tamala. No, they're ops. They're definitely oppy. Way too oppy. They talk so much shit. Yeah, I can't even deal with them. Dishonor's World said, I've never laughed at a Flock2 Ball video. I don't understand the hype. Yeah, I get that. C. Nori said, it means you're burning the oil, aka keeping the lights on late. Oh, okay. That makes way more sense. A Plus said, Flock was good on the Tuesday show, but he was never consistent for whatever reason. He lives like far away, I think. He lives hours away from No Jumper. So I think that was the main thing. ATL Nola said, Dijon and Tam always trying to use you for content. They couldn't bait TF Third to hate on you. Props to you for being the only person honest about Tam potting. I was just honest. I never said nothing too crazy. Now, you know, Tam's brother wants to fight me. Dijon wants to fight me. Hey, find me in the streets, brothers. Find me in the streets, brothers, because I've been boxing, and I think they might regret that if they see me outside and they got to stand on that business. But it's not really no real beef. I said Tam was not good at podcasting. You know what I'm saying? She shit on me. She loves saying, what was she saying about me the other day? The clips, they were talking about the back on fix shit. Someone that isn't of importance is shitting on Smack. Somebody that's like a nobody, pretty much is what she was inferring. It's like, Tam, I have more followers and views on everything that I do than you, and you are a bad podder, and that's why they kicked you off the pod. But, you know, I don't want to keep shitting on her. And Dijon has been doing content for years, and he still sucks too, so it is what it is, man. I don't want to drag that shit. It's kind of lame. I'm not going to lie. They're not on my level of podding. It is what it is. They need to do like TD lawsuit breakdowns to get views. Moose, I just, could spark up and we could just talk with the chat and hang out and do our thing, you guys. We don't gotta have toxic negativity, weird fucking like let's break down the sexual assault case by some executive so we could go viral on Twitter. Like, yeah, keep doing that, bro. I'm sure that's gonna get you super far in the music business where you're trying to go. Flood, let me see. Flock 2 Ball dropping his own music now. I know he wanted to. You could tell when you would make the parodies. He definitely wanted to. Southside Millie. Stunna Mary Ye said No Jumper is blackballing NorCal artists. The No Jumper IG was the only major hip hop platform to not post the SOB RBE reunion. I think it's because the people at No Jumper who post nowadays are just not in tune with Northern California. I can pitch the SOB RBE reunion and see if anybody cares, though, for sure. Blood Talk said Ricky is the one that needs to go be a permanent host with DeJohn and Tam. It's more his scene. Oh, don't do him like that. Don't put him in the bottom of the barrel. Is TF gone from No Jumper? Seemingly, it seems as though they've turned TF into like a sub rather than a permanent host. I don't know what that means. I don't know why. I like TF, but maybe he's busy. I don't know if they removed him or he has to be removed or he's too busy. But it seems like he's more of a sub in when people call off than a permanent Thursday show host now. I don't know. Prayed Up said, that's right, Moose. Alan Torres said he said that the day J Hood and Spoety went at it. He told Adam to do it free instead of just members, and it would have done much better numbers, and Adam ain't listen. I mean, it's true, but saying just do a show for free probably has some logistic problems. Like, how do you, I guess, just give tickets out? But, like, do you cap the tickets? Do you just give out a certain amount? But, yeah, okay. Is that what he said? That's probably is what he said. I just couldn't remember. A+ said, which is mostly true. Big League Jew said, no BS. Do you think Poetic PDF really a PDF? There's a large chance that he is because she said 2024/2025, and in 2024 there was only 2 months when she was of age. So unless he just started messing with her at the very end, then I don't know. I don't know. Blood Talk said you spoke the truth on them. And Dishonor's World said Tam's brother is a cornball. Just look at him. LMAO. He don't got hands. I mean, you got to stand on business for your sister, so I get it. But it's okay. Clout Rage Clip says, whoever uses the term oil burners is a fucking time traveler. True. Like, what the hell? A+ said, Moose, don't mention them anymore. It's a bad look when Adam talks FMW. True. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I haven't talked about him in a while. Somebody brought him up. Yeah. All they would do is go and take off their shoes and put their feet on the couch. That was going to make them a star. I saw T selling Kool-Aid pineapple slices at the red light. Oh, no. Blood Talk said, I put him where he belonged. Dot focus, bottom of the barrel. I mean, it's true. Alan Torres said, then they admitted they were trying to mooch off No Jumper. Then when they seen it wasn't that type of party, they had to go. True. I mean, when I said, man, it seems like you're kind of ungrateful. Like, how do you not, like, you tried out for this company. You can't be mad that the company's doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Yo, T3 Gaming 64.
That's that real music, man.
But yeah, then they were like, oh, I didn't even know what the platform was about. I seen a couple interviews. Bro, you spent 12 hours up there on a live stream. They took our phones from us and you tried out. You had to know something, right? A little something. If it was up to you to rename No Jumper, what you going with? MooseMan, the MooseMan podcast, like Joe Budden. THF Kobe said Flock does a good B Brazy impersonation. He does a lot of good impersonations. Larry James says Zach Brown just paid for cruises for his whole audience $4 million. Holy! What if somebody dies on the cruise or jumps overboard? Is he liable? HP Unlimited said he paid $2,500 for the box during Thanksgiving and Christmas time. Is crazy. Definitely didn't. One of his family members didn't get no presents because he was paying for the box. Let's be real. Soda Up said, would you rather have to pay $2,500 for the box or lying about smashing a girl you never met that lives in another state? I'll take my $2,500 and buy my imaginary girlfriend a flight instead of a Greyhound. But the reason why Blush said she had to take a Greyhound, not a flight, is because she's a felon or on a no-fly list. Doesn't seem like this is the best idea for Lush to link up with this girl. She's probably going to end up killing him. They might die together. They might poison each other and
100%.
die hugging. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good idea.
That's that real music, man.
Big League Jew 69 said PNS posted her ID. I mean, it's right in front of us. Yeah, I mean, we see her birthday was in November. There's only 2 months left. Psych Mob 100 said Ricky on the same time in as her. Psych Mob 100 said can't foster an op. Damn. Alan Torres said expert cappers. Dot Focus said Moose, when you hitting the Neon collab, I'm sure Aiden would fuck with you too. I just talked hella shit about Neon today, so that probably won't happen. Aiden, I'll fuck with Aiden. Shout out to Aiden. I definitely want to get on Brand Risk, and maybe that'll be my in. Start kicking it with Cuff 'em. You know what I'm saying? Chibu, Sweater God, Cheezer. I know Cheezer from 2K community, bro. Cheezer was a 2K player for a hot minute, and now he's just like dressing up as Nazis and shit. He went off the deep end. Southside Millie said, Moose, you gotta take us all on vacation. Just keep donating, you guys, and I got you. Don't worry. I'll take all you. Where you guys want to go? Hooters? Does Hooters still open? Shout out to the 138 people in the chat. Please like the stream. I ain't been begging for likes this stream, but when I do beg for likes, it does make the likes go up. So I'm sorry for shamelessly plugging this. Subscribe, like the stream, do all that good stuff. It's free. You don't have to donate. You don't have to become a member if you don't want to. You don't got to do none of that. But it's free just to click that like button. I know you haven't clicked it. And I was just checking my analytics the other day, and shout out to the Moose Gang, shout out to Moose Militia, my Muslims. I checked because you know when you're watching a YouTuber and then they do that little like mid-roll ad to be like, hey, I noticed that most of you guys aren't subscribed. Bro, it's like 60-40. 60 people, 60% is subscribed, 40 is not subscribed. That's great, because when I see fools, it's like 80% not subscribed, 20% subscribed on their views. So the fact that like 60% of the people that are watching the videos are subscribed is much love. Very good conversion rates compared to the shit that I've been seeing out here. Along with the amount of people that pull up to the streams on a nightly basis, we are going crazy based on the amount of subs we got. So shout out to you guys. Love you guys. You guys are the best. Let me see. Southside Millie said the real reason is because she needed to bring her drugs. That's true. That's much easier to get them on a Greyhound. Alan Torres said, I seen an episode where another podcast was at an awards and No Jumper was reacting. They were telling Adam, how come we don't do that? That's why I came here, because I thought it would have been like that. You could just, why don't you do research on the place that you're applying for? That's like applying at McDonald's and you're going, I thought you guys serve tacos. I want to serve tacos. And you're like, dumbass, we serve quarter pounders here. And they're like, well, I mean, you guys are a big company. You could afford to make tacos. Like, why don't you make tacos? It's like, bro, that's not what we do. You signed up for McDonald's. Fucking serve a fucking quarter pounder and shut up. Let me see. A Plus said Aiden want to fuck with Moose. Aiden is hardcore right wing. I think he's denounced a lot of that since Trump's been tweaking. Even with the ICE shit, he was pushing. I seen him kind of denounce that. He was standing on it for a minute, like when Sneeko was challenging him. But if we ask Aiden right now, he would say, I feel like I got used in politics. I'm done with politics. Let's be real. He was grifting for the right-wing audience. They used him up. Trump used him up, spit him out. And then he had to stand on those ideas. It seems like he dropped that. I'm not going to lie. From everything I've seen recently. Alan Torres said, Adam was like, nah, we did it before and it didn't work, so nah. True. Blood Talk said, Sweater God versus Moose at brand risk. I mean, no offense, but I think I'm whooping Sweater God out. But I fuck with bro. Joe Mama, and I'm talking in a boxing ring. I'm not just gonna beat up Sweater God when I see him. I have no issue with him. But if we got on brand risk, I'm whooping him out. Chibu, different story. That motherfucker can box for real. Soda said Aiden is not right wing. He's a grifter. Thank you, Soda. Before I even saw that chat, you said it. You said it perfectly. Dragon Eye Black Dave said, Moose, did you try Bart's barbecue with E-Zone? Bart's barbecue with E-Zone. No, I didn't eat anything with E-Zone, but shout out to E-Zone. Great guy. Love hanging with the We Don't Smoke the Same guys. Those are some of my favorite folks. They invite me to a lot of events. A lot of times, sometimes I just be busy. But when Trippy taps in with me and sends me shit, he's always like, yo, I'll get you in. Just pull up. He's always showing me mad love. So shout out to We Don't Smoke the Same. Some of the realest dudes I met in LA so far. Soda Up said, give the like button that buka buka. True. Stunna Marie said, I love the No Jumper content and drama, but hate the way you guys represent the West Coast music scene. It's like 5 EBK members that are 10 times bigger than BZ2 Janky and the other random rappers you have on. They had some EBK guys in there. Adam was interviewing the other day, so hopefully we could, you know, get a little more well-rounded in terms of the Cali music scenes. I'll try to start getting into it. I haven't been super into like the new music and Cali, new rappers, but I'll step it up in that regard and recommend it, people. George said, you think any girl in the world ever felt attracted to Flacco? Probably when he was skinny, when he was like 15. Big League Jew sent another gold coin. Shout out to you, brother. Nate Dogg 1422. Alan Torres. Shout out to Alan Torres, donated $9.99 to the Moose Militia. Appreciate you. We're gonna add that to the barracks so we could build up our stockpile for World War III. Much love from New Mexico. Shout out to New Mexico. I went out to New Mexico. I was in Albuquerque for that same tour with the Suicide Boys. I was walking around. I go, there's a lot of Mexicans out here, but they talk funny. These Mexicans got a weird accent. I end up meeting some of these Mexicans after the show, and I'm like, all you fools are Mexican, right? Like, all you fools I've been seeing, y'all all kind of look alike. They're like, nah, we Native American. Like, I'm not even gonna attempt a Native American accent, but I'm like, my dumbass thought these fools were Mexican this whole time. All of them that I was seeing were Native American. I was like, that's dope. I've never seen that many fucking fools that are Native American. Let me see. Blood Talk said, it's what's easier to fly than ride Greyhound with stuff. They're drug dogs at random stops on Greyhounds. There's no way it's easier to get it on a plane though, right? Blood Talk 22 said, don't ever listen to Lush about drugs. He never knows what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, some people, the real drug doers be on Lush's ass, it seems like. My agua. I've been yapping today. Ralphie humbled Ricky about being a No Jumper host instead of a black chemist. That hurt Ricky because his father been telling him the same. Then Ricky tried to throw Moose under the bus. Oh, throw Moose in it over his last job. Oh yeah. He definitely tossed me in there. I mean, shit, but I didn't go to school. I just did a little training program. He's the fool that went to Berkeley. A+ said, Moose, who's the most talkative person in the No Jumper group chat? Most talkative, I would say. Most talkative, let's see. Let's see. Okay. I would say Adam, Lush, Ricky, Doughboy. I would say probably in that order. Adam sends a lot of stuff, and then we all start responding to it usually. Munchie chimes in sometimes. J Hood chimes in sometimes. Rios chimes in. But really, it's just Adam and Lush arguing today. I chimed in. Ricky chimed in. So I would say Adam and Lush probably type the most. Peter Thiel in the chat. Shout out to Peter Thiel in the chat. Joe Mama said, Kyle says he's homeless. Welp, he better pile up all them clothes, that year worth of clothes, and like just use that as a bed, I guess. George said, is Aiden a NorCal podcaster since he's from the 559? We ain't claiming. Not Aiden's from Florida, no? Alan Torres, thank you for the $9.99 once again. Appreciate you, brother man. Alan Torres said, you ever smelled Flacco? I think I was only around Flacco once on the host competition, and yeah, he smelled like shit. Blue Switch TV said, FN Flacco ain't get none till he got money. 100% true. George said, turn it up. Alan Torres said, there's a lot of Indians up north too. You ain't come across any Indians? Or are you talking about Native Americans? There's a lot of Indians, but that's like Red Dot, Mumbai. You know what I'm saying? Those type of Indians. I didn't come across a ton of, only like, you know, the girls that say like I'm part fucking Cherokee and shit like that. Only those, but those are fake. Big League Juice sent a star. Clout Rage Clip said, how? Joe Mama said, you think Adam is finally going to go off on Flacco? We're getting close. We're definitely in a cold war between Adam and Flacco. And if anyone denies it, you are ignoring some very important details. Joe Mama said, oh, I read that. Alan Torres said, supposedly, JR from the J said Doughboy. Doughboy definitely chimes in, but he's not really like a conversation starter. Alan Torres said, did he graduate? You seen the diploma? I don't know, man. Remember Ruckus Tuckus? No, I don't remember Ruckus Tuckus. What the fuck does that mean? But I think Ricky actually got a degree. I don't think he's lying. Dot Focus said Ralphie's a real one. Ralphie actually is a cool ass dude. No cap. OPEC, Alan Torres said homeless but steadily drinking. I mean, that's a good way to be homeless. C. Nori said, you can beat Chibu in a fight. I believe in you. You got real Mexican beef in those trousers. Oh, what? Alan Torres said natives. Indians, same thing. No, I think they get pretty upset nowadays if you call them Indians, because that was like a mix-up when the Spanish pulled up, right? The Spanish pulled up, thought they were in India and called them Indians, and that's why we called them Indians. Is that true? George said, what celeb are you most prepared to give a killer interview with without doing any research? I could probably do a killer interview with Wiz, Currency, 50 Cent, Eminem, Kanye, Drake, easily Drake, Babyface Ray, Mike Sherm.
100%. And that's crazy.
I'm trying to think of other people. Pretty much people that I've been obsessed with their music and learned
That's
everything
that real
about them. I
music,
could probably
man.
do those off the top of my dome. Shout out Project Death Spell for the subscription. Thank you, brother. Like the stream while you're at it. Thank you guys very much. Mexicans are native. Yes, sir. That is true. Long live Caesar. We know the truth. Shout out to Cesar. Mama Harper said, Moose, do you like natural hair on women? Yeah, I like all hair on women, man. Shout out to all my natural queens. You know what I mean? I just read the Malcolm X book not too long ago. He said, don't conk your hair. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it natural. Ladies. Stunner Mary A said, does Big Sad not fuck with No Jumper no more? I feel like maybe after the DW Brick Baby like paperwork breakdown where Big Sad pulled up and they're kind of getting on him, maybe not, but Big Sad is in my rotation probably more than any other LA rapper at this point. I'll be honest. I think it's probably close. It's probably close. Let me see. Hawaiians are natives. Hawaiians are also natives. Shout out to my Hawaiians and shout out to OPEC for the gift in the 100x2 jewels. Excuse me. We prefer to be called Native or Native American. Absolutely, Nate Dogg. I got you, my native. Fuck with you. Stunner Marier said, Mike Sherm, another NorCal artist that got ignored. I'll definitely show love to Mike Sherm. Larry June is hotter than everybody in LA. Mike Sherm sell out shows just like anybody in LA. I could go on. The list goes on. One Umbrella is a great group. They do a lot of great things. You know, they make good music. I like All Black. All Black's one of my favorite rappers from the Bay. He's definitely amazing. Do you know you got fake MooseMan poser accounts on Apollo and Big Time live streams? I hope they don't believe that's actually me, bro. I see the fake accounts, but they're always in No Jumper and on my stream. So it's like, obviously that's not me because I'm on the pod or I'm on my own stream. But if they go to other pods and they don't know I'm live, they're going to believe that it's probably me, bro. But as somebody who, if you own the YouTube page that you're streaming off of, you could click on the page and see how many subs they have. And hopefully they're doing that and not just... I hope my fucking burner accounts aren't saying crazy shit. Oh my God. Dragonite Black Dave, Moose, did you turn down Janet? Would you go on Astra's stream? I didn't. Why do you guys keep asking about Janet turning down? Janet's the homegirl. Janet's like slow and shit, but I love to see Janet flourishing, being on 20v1s. It's so fucking funny. She was on AB and Dean's stream. Janet's viral. Janet's doing it up. Janet's a little slow, but she knows what she's doing. She be in the mix, my boy. And Astrid, yeah, I pull up the Astrid stream. Shout out to Astrid. She be streaming with JR the AR. And I fuck with JR the A&R. And I fuck with JR too. Shout out to the Brody. I'll pull up on them and do they stream. Dishonors World said, we bumping Big Sad out here in Texas. Big Sad got slaps, bro. Big Sad been one in my rotation since 2022. He also said NorCal was hotter in his Lil Blood interview. he got a lot of songs with NorCal Fools, and obviously if he's on his P shit, then he spent a lot of time in NorCal. So I could see the NorCal influence even in the beats he chooses and things like that. But Big Sad's one of them ones for sure. He's definitely one of my favorite artists. OPAC said, I see one that said same DP and name, but an extra word at the end. See, bro. Son of Mary A said, I don't feel like we need every NorCal N-word, just need the platform shared. I'm not even from Cali, I'm from Portland. I have no dog in the fight. But up there, Oregon, Washington, y'all are NorCal. Y'all are honorary NorCal. A lot of the culture, you know, we share cultures. You know what I'm saying? We be on a lot of the same shit. We be smoking good weed. We be eating good food. It be raining a lot where we be at. You know what I'm saying? It's a little gloomy. You know what I'm saying? We definitely share a lot of vibes. Man, who cares for you, Moose? I feel like you are a fucking lame. Hey, so be it, man. Hey, at least as long as you sub up while you say that, it's all good. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody, what do they say? Everybody's got an opinion. They're like assholes. Some of them just stink, you know? Southside Millie said, Janet looks 12 years older than her real age. How do y'all know Janet's real age? What the hell? Oh, is Janet that girl that they said catfish Dean and Fousey tried not to hurt her feelings? Yes, exactly. That's Janet. Janet was be popping up on random no jumper events, and then she just be like, hey guys. She just pops up like fucking out of nowhere, bro. It's like, hey, what's good, Janet? How's it going? OPEC said could be her own auntie. Southside Millie said, yeah, that's Janet, and was on Crip Mac 20v1. Yeah, she be doing it up. She be going trying out for everything. Clout Rage Clip said, make sure y'all turn off Wi-Fi when you go to sleep and leave your phone off, especially if there's a pregnant woman in the house. Oh shit, you scared of the 4G? Project Death Spell said Hawaii fucks was sad. He showed mad love to Hawaii in some of his songs. He did. That's true. He'd definitely be rapping about Hawaii. George said, I'm glad Trev made it out the mean streets of Elk Grove. He's like a flower growing through the concrete. Shout out to Trev. Trev be getting on me. I went to high school in Elk Grove, so I can't talk too crazy, but I only lived in Elk Grove for what, maybe 2 years. I commuted from Sac to Elk Grove my freshman and sophomore year. My freshman year, I lived with my mama in South Sac. My sophomore year, my mom was too toe up, so I went and lived with my pops, and he lived in Natomas, which was like an hour away from Elk Grove. That's eventually when he just threw me the keys because he was tired of driving me to school. I started driving my sophomore year, commuting from Natomas to Elk Grove to Pleasant Grove. And then junior year, my pops got an apartment in Elk Grove down the street from my school. We lived there my junior and senior year. Then as soon as I graduated, pretty much, we got kicked out of that crib, and I moved in with my sister back on Freeport, back in South Sac. So I really only lived in Elk Grove for 2 years, but I stomped around Elk Grove for, 4 or 5 years for surely. Got a lot of homies out there. She said it on AB stream. Yeah, she did. Oh, she said her age. Okay. I prefer playing Big Sad while I'm golfing. Such a charismatic vibe. I've never heard that, but I might have to try it. Blue Switch TV said, beauty is in the eye of beholder. A lot of people don't know Janet is actually the #1 girl who has won most of those 20v1s. She told her age on stream. Wow, I didn't know she won a lot of those. I never got that far. OPAC said, I genuinely thought it was Adam's housekeeper. I felt bad. That's crazy. Alan Torres said, yesterday they were on your day one Doughboy. Peanut Butter Bums told, oh, you seen his stuff when they were talking about Sydney Star. That was funny. Yeah, they were on your... I don't know what you're referring to. Peanut Butter Bums told, oh, you seen his stuff? Oh, I know what you're saying. Oh, Pac said rain baiting everybody he came across. Janet is an agent. An agent of what, Doc Focus? Southside Millie said, we don't know where none of this shit at, gang. John Port Bacon Jr. Do y'all got fire wings in LA? Do they got fire wings? I don't know. We got them in Sacramento. I ain't seen a fire wings out here though. Just Wingstop. We definitely got I had a fire wings right by my house, but I don't like fire wings. Maybe it was just the Sacramento ones. They give you these little ass rat wings, bro. That's why I didn't like fire wings. Like, it was probably better flavors than Wingstop. Maybe even better quality. The fries at Wingstop is killing fire wings. But fire wings always gave you little ass rat wings. I hate a little ass chicken wing, bro. That shit ass. And then you pay $25 for 10 of them bitches, 12 of them bitches, and they're little rat wings. Like, I ain't fooling with that. OPEC said, yeah, I thought he was the asshole, but it turned out it was me. True. Moose, look up 6G. They can hop on your Wi-Fi and use 6G to go through walls of your house utilizing. Oh, I did see that using thermal recognition. It can also pick up heartbeat, but I'm high though. I saw that they could like lay out your whole house and apartment based on your Wi-Fi and shit, right? That's what you talking about? Big Sad makes amazing pain music, very versatile catalog. I generally don't think people understand how good of a rapper he is. Man, maybe we should do a Big Sad video, give him his flowers. So maybe we could levy that into a Big Sad interview. That'd be fire. A little update. DD Stu said call Lush. Nobi INF gang said Fire Wings be having big ass wings in the bay. The garlic noodles hit with it. The garlic noodles are good, but I swear to God, every Fire Wings in Sac serves the tiniest wings. I don't know what it is. Project Deathspell said, is there any fire Asian rappers out in LA? Stupid Young. Who else is fire out here? What's another fire Asian rapper? I'm missing one. Taya Third, obviously. There's probably a bunch that I'm missing. I'm sorry, you guys. Those are just the ones off the top of my head. Caniac Combo. You know, I've only eaten Cane's like one time, you guys. Is Cane's really all that to y'all? It was pretty mid to me. They built a couple in Sac, but I always felt like it was a little bit mid. Not enough seasoning. I don't know. You can do that theoretically with Wi-Fi anyway. 6G probably just cranked it. Okay. Fire Wings Nashville spicy chicken sandwich. I didn't know they had chicken sandwiches. $2,500. He paid $2,500 for rat wings. Yeah, she has one more 20v1s than any other girl. That's crazy. What's the best Big Sad song? Ah, that's hard. Because I low-key just like put his music on and just let it rock. Let me see what Big Sad songs I've been slapping. Big Sad. Let me see. I was just slapping Big Sad yesterday. Wasn't that yesterday? Yesterday, Big Sad. Where are you? Okay, maybe it wasn't yesterday. Was it a few days ago? Big Sad. I can't find it. Oh, here. It should be somewhere in here. That's hard to decide. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know which one. I'm trying to find my Big Sad little day when I was slapping hella Big Sad. I can't find it. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know. I would have to check it out. I slapped so many Big Sad songs. I can't really pick a favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Those aren't wings. Those are baby frog legs. Yo, have y'all ever eaten frog legs? I ate frog legs when I was a kid at like a Chinese buffet, and it kind of tastes like chicken. Big Sad a rat too. Oh, don't do that, Alan Torres. We need that Lush documentary. I know, bro. A+, bro. It's gonna take me so long to edit it though. When am I gonna do that? I'll work on it this weekend. Maybe I'll do a members only stream and I'll work on it on live for the members. Maybe that's a good idea, so I don't leak it to everybody, but you guys could see me work. Best sad song is Papa Roach, Last Resort. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. My sisters used to listen to Papa Roach. My older sisters, that they put me on him. Top Rank. Top Rank's not Asian, is he? Check out Year of the Ox MooseMan for some fire Asian rap. Year of the Ox. Okay, I'll check it out. Sharky is a good Asian rapper. Raising Cane's is mid, just chicken strips for adults. True. Did y'all try the Costco chicken strips? Also kind of mid, but better than Cane's, I would say. The sauce is literally Chick-fil-A sauce. If you go to Costco and get the new chicken strips, they give you a big ass cup of literally Chick-fil-A sauce. It tastes just like it. Big Sad, Midnight in Hawaii. Midnight in Hawaii is a great song. I be fucking with this LA rapper Will Bands, but I can't find nothing about him anywhere. He got slaps though. Wow. Okay. Y'all don't know good chicken wings until you go to Harold's or JJ's. We got JJ's in Sac. Shout out to JJ's for sure. Shout out to JJ's. You talking about like JJ's Chicken and Fish, right? Is that what you're referring to? Cane's is overrated for sure. Dishonor World, preach. Chick-fil-A. I started watching that Sharky vs. Spoety interview hours before. Then I dropped a comment and it went to premiere. Wait, what? Big Sad does go crazy. Let's make a Big Sad national date and do a 24-hour stream dedicated to his contributions. True. Big Sad don't get no play in my ride. Damn. Okay, gangsta. Cane's is not that good. It's the sauce. Yeah, everybody loves the sauce. Cane's is so overrated. So this is what Rich Rat Homie meant when he said he's been acting too black lately. Whoa, who said that? Stunna Marie said, pull up on Steve-O. Yo, shout out to Steve-O. Don't sleep on Twisted Insane. Mr. Cruz, I'm gonna check him out. Is Adam trans? DD Stu says. I think Adam took Josh from his sister and they're secretly in love. Imagine Adam goes trans on us, like on some Caitlyn Jenner shit. That would be amazing. Bo is in Chito Rana City right now. Chito Rana's basement. Send help. LOL Fire Song A+. Cameraman said, I just shot a music video on my way back home. Entertain my drive. Oh, thank you, Cameramans. Cameramans is kind of like John Diesel in my mind. Pack Rewind. DJ Pass said, going to see Papa Roach in September. Damn, I didn't know they were still rocking. Southside Millie said, outsource the editing. True. Who can edit the Joe Rogan doc for me? How much are you guys going to charge me? You got any Deftones stories from being in SAC? I don't, honestly. I don't think I do. Project Despel said, man, it sucks Lush is on a downward spiral. I fuck with Lush since the Battle Leagues. Same. Grind Time Lush. I was watching Grind Time 2010, 2011. All the greats, man. That was a great time in battle rap. My golden era. True. Sharky fucking sucks at rapping. I've heard songs from him in 2010. He even said he sucked on BOF. I feel like his engineering just could be better. It sounds like just his raw voice on the track. And I feel like it could sound fuller if he had a better engineer and stuff like that. But shout out to the 150 people still in the chat at almost 12 o'clock at night. Appreciate y'all. Please like the stream, subscribe. All that stuff's free. You don't have to do none of this stuff. If you don't want to pay for nothing, don't do it. Don't ever do it if you don't want to. But please like and subscribe. But mainly like, because it helps hit the algorithm. Because I think if you guys are in the chat, guys already subscribed. So it's okay. But yeah, I think Sharky could get a better engineer and it'll help him a lot. John Pork Bacon Jr. said Northern Warrior by Mad Dog gotta be the wackest gang song ever. Mad Dog makes some terrible music, and I'm sorry. I know he's an OG. I'm sure he's very well respected. Has nothing to do with him as a man or anything. I know I don't want them to get mad at me. Mad Dog makes some of the worst music ever, bro. That's not chicken. Call Lush real quick. I don't want to interrupt Lush. I think he's going through it right now. Well, using his ghost account, LOL. Nine Tail Super Savage, yes. JJ's Chicken and Fish, W. Alan Torres said, hey, Thumper from your sale part of the Norte. Thumper from your sale part of the Norte. Same. Hey, Thumper from your same part of the Norte. I'm not a Norteño, fool. Thumps is from Franklin. I think he's from like Diamonds from Franklin and shit. They beef with like Fruit Ridge Bloods and shit. I'm pretty sure. I didn't even know he rapped. Worst part about JJ's is you got to yell at the employees or they don't make your order right. True. Canes is a delicacy for Section 8. Also true. John Port Bacon Jr. said Lush ran a train on my verse. He a legend for real. Who's my verse? Oh, that's the battle rapper girl. He ran a train on her? Southside Millie says, Spoety and Sharky got a mental health awareness collab that just dropped. I'll check that out. Lush has Parvo. DD Stu, you saying that he has Parvo is actually hilarious, like a sick puppy. Soda said, why do you think Lush acts the way he does? I think he overcompensates for being a rich kid. Maybe. I don't know. We'd have to ask him. P Thrizzle is a dope Asian rapper. Okay, Mr. Cruz. I'll check him out. 120 likes, 143 in the chat. Yo, W, 120 likes? No way. Sharky got to hit up Parks. True. Parks, great engineer. He's doing 38 special shit, right? You bump Woody the Norte. Woody's got some great songs, but I'm not like banging him on the regular. But Woody's a legend, and Woody has some great Norteño songs for sure. Poke Dad and Son 30 said, you're my new favorite podcaster, bro. Love here from New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. Do you know my friend Pooh, the real Jared Fields, big brother? Is he from your same side? But I appreciate you, bro. Everyone that supports me, I love you guys to the moon and back. I'll give up my life for you. I'll donate blood to you guys. I'll give you guys a kidney. Whatever you guys need, let me know, because you guys are, slowly but surely changing the Moose's life. So thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Southside Millie said he's still rapping. Okay, Alan Torres said he from Sacramento or Stockton. Thumps is from Sac. Thumps is definitely from Sac. Dude from Stockton is a better YouTuber. Which one? Who we talking about? Jerry Trap House. Southside Millie said, wasn't there a fire Asian rapper from Cali who got killed? His guy quit making music. I don't know. Stunning Marie said, June on the beat. Interview would do numbers. Well, at least the messy Mozzie questions will. Yeah, I haven't heard from June on the beat in a minute. He didn't. Southside Millie said from Stockton, I meant. Okay. Jerry Trap House said, you ain't from Sac. I am definitely from Sac. I grew up right there off of 68th and Meadowview, bro. Right on Stratford, right down the street from John Bidwell. I used to swim at Cabrillo Pool every summer, my boy. Also lived at my grandma Tina's house in Meadowview. She lived on the other side of Meadowview by John Still and shit. My other grandma lived in Greenhaven, down the block a little bit the other way in the nicer area. I spent a lot of time in Pocket and Greenhaven. My sister lived in Freeport, right down the street from the bowling alley. You know what I'm saying? I lived off Mack Road, right down the street from the Popeyes over there. You know what I'm saying? So I've lived all over the South. You feel me? But you ain't finna say I ain't from Sac, Jerry Trap House. You know what I'm saying? Is Pooh really the flyest podcaster? I mean, he says he is. Unliked media over you? Imagine choosing that bozo over me? Yo, unliked media sucks, my boy. The fact that unliked media has at least 3 to 5 videos about me, and I don't have one video about him, shows who the real talk of the town is, my boy. But hey, let me know when he's doing let me know when my boy got 138 viewers at 12:02 on a random Thursday. Well, it's Wednesday, now it's Thursday. Let me know when Unliked is doing it up like this, with this type of community, with this type of chat going crazy. Come on, man. He said he wants to fade. We could get in the boxing ring. I'll knock him out. Let's be real, bro. Let's be real. He uses a fake voice. I'll catch that fade any day of the week. Let me know. We could get in the boxing ring. I got gloves. I got hand wraps. I got a mouthpiece. We could get up in there. Let me know, Gango. You ever listen to Ezel? Ezel's a great rapper. Ezel had a moment for sure. He was some of the hottest shit out for surely, man. You remember Tashi Spit? Definitely. Roach Gigs. Y'all remember Roach Gigs? Come on, man. Don't let me take it back. Jalise said Mozzie and Mozzie jumped him in a studio. Oh, she said that? I mean, that's probably true. Used to stay in Midtown by the Capitol. Yeah, Midtown's lit. Midtown in the Sac is lit for sure. That's where all the bars is. A lot of good food and shit. Moose, stop challenging randoms, bro. I'm sorry, A+. You're right. My bad. You're right. Yeah, I told you. I swore I would. Son of Mary Ye says Swamp Stories would be a good host to balance the platform. He just talks way too greasy. Greasy. Swamp Stories would get ran down on in LA, I think. I'm not gonna lie. With some of the videos he made, people are showing up to No Jumper as Swamp Stories starts showing up consistently. They had to get security. They had to make sure nobody else was showing up on the Swamp Stories day. They made sure he was the only interview. Like, that would not work ever. Project Deathspell said, no cap. I judge you off the fact you're on that certain platform, but you know what? Outside of there, I fucks with you. You're likable. Keep it going. Shout out to you, Brody. I get a lot of those messages, and those are my favorite type of messages, is the people that are like, Moose, you used to suck, or I used to think you sucked. I used to think you were the worst. I used to hate you. I used to think you were a bitch. I still think you're gay. But now you're pretty cool. You know what? Those messages are my favorite messages to read. I get DMs like that on the daily as well. Yo, Moose, you know what I'm saying? I used to hate you. I seen this episode of this and you went crazy. So shout out to all you guys. You know what I'm saying? Those are my favorite. All the people that have been rocking with me from the jump, I love you guys more. But I do still love the people that flipped and are like, I used to hate you. Now you're kind of chill. I'll take it. You know, I'll take it all day. What's the best grub in Midtown? Hit up a Journey to the Dumpling. That's a great place. Hit up Thai Canteen. Hit up maybe a little more downtown, but not too far from Midtown. Echo and Rig. If you want to go a little nicer, but not too fancy, like too expensive, but fancy. Echo and Rig. Great little steakhouse type, John. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever see those schizo tweaker vids of Jalise screaming Oak Park killed Tupac and that Jay-Z was trying to kill her? Yes, she does actual Scante. She's actual Scante head. True. A+ says Swamp Stories kind of cringe. Absolutely cringe. Honestly, something's going to happen to him. Jerry Trap House said, interview OMB Manny from Sac. What happened to OMB Manny? Didn't he go down for a little bit? Came out? Is he still rapping? He was popping. His music videos was doing M's on YouTube. I remember OMB Manny. He was hot. What happened? Stunna Marier said he is crying like Adam, where it's kind of funny and annoying. Good hate watch. Okay. What's up, Fly? Yo, what's up, Fly? Shout out to What's Up, Fly. Definitely the Cult Media Gang. Definitely going to get What's Up, Fly a part of the Hoop game soon. Stunning Marier said cringe. John Pork Bacon Jr. said hit up Squeeze In. That burger spot is hella good. Yo, what you know about Squeeze In? What you know about Squeeze In? That bar restaurant by the arena has good food. What's that shit called? Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. The one right there that everyone goes to. I forget, bro. I forget the name of it. I ain't been there in too long. Squeeze In though, bro. I remember, fond memory. My pops took me to Squeeze In probably when I was 10 years old. I loved it. They got the big ass cheese skirt. Like they put hella cheese. It melts on the grill. And then it like becomes like this crispy cheese like cracker thing that's on the outside of the burger. Then they give it to you in this big ass tray with the fries. And then you like break off a piece of cheese, wrap it around some fries, eat it bussin'. You know what I'm saying? My 11th birthday the next year comes up and I'm like, Pop, it's Sunday. It's a Sunday. I remember vividly. Pop, there was one Squeeze In. It was that little red building. And they got sued because they didn't have a wheelchair ramp. And they ended up like shutting that location down. I think because of it, some fool sued them. But it was a Sunday. It was my birthday. I was turning 11. I go, Pop, I want Squeeze In. That's all I want for my birthday. I don't need no presents, no nothing. I know shit was kind of rough around that time. I'm not expecting a bunch, but I'm a fat kid. So I'm like, I just want Squeeze In. I just want a burger and I'm chilling. I'm cool. We pull up. He's like, he looks, he's like, checks his phone. He's like, oh, damn. It says they're closed on Sunday. Or we might have just walked up to the sign. It says they're closed on Sunday. There's hella people inside. He opens the door. He's like, wait, they're not closed? They go, this is the first Sunday in Squeeze In history that we opened up. We just changed the schedule this past week. We're now open on Sundays. And it was my birthday. And I got my burger. And I was happy as fuck. And it was like God was on my side that day. That's how I felt. Amazing time. Southside Millie said, damn, even the Dragonites are MIA from Kyle's stream right now. He looks like he's going through it. Why is everybody going through it? Lush, Kyle, Whack. This is just the going through it time, you guys. Does Lush still do meth? Jerry Trap House? No, he does not. He does other drugs. Maybe there's some drugs that he does with meth in them unknowingly. But I think he's not actively doing meth on a regular basis. No, I think that was an old addiction. I hope. That's what I'm under the impression of. But I've been on here for a hot minute. I'm not going to lie, you guys. I've been podding and talking to y'all. Shout out to the 146 people still in the chat. It's fucking insane that this many people watch me still. Thank you guys so much. Ice Spicer Lotto. Oh, that's a tough one. Lotto. We're taking Lotto. Shout out to Lotto. But we're gonna go ahead and sign off for the night, you guys. Best birthday ever. Absolutely, Billy Mac. Great time. Prayed up. Thank you, bro. Good live. Fire emoji. Thank you guys so much. I know we didn't cover the most amount of like real topics, but who cares about Perez Hilton? Let's be real. But pray for his kids. That's all I gotta say about that. Blue Switch TV said, I could answer for you. Yes, Lush 90% still does meth. How much is the question? Soda said, Lush literally said he's been doing meth on the Tuesday show. That's why he said he hasn't been sleeping. But he's taking like pills that have meth in them. So I feel like it's different than like smoking meth, right? Sort of, kind of. Tan Dog said, what's Kyle's channel? He's on Kick, the real Kyle Young, I believe. No spaces. Go check out Kyle on Kick. Or I think he's on YouTube too. He multi-streams. But I feel like Kick is kind of his homes, the real Kyle Young. So show Kyle love. You know what I'm saying? He needs it. He seems like he needs it if he's homeless. But like, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to stream tomorrow? Yes, I have to. I have to. Jerry Trap House disliked is crazy. We need to ban Jerry Trap House. No, I'm just kidding. You can rock out, bro. I don't give a fuck. But yes, 31 streams in 31 days of August. Absolutely, I'm going to be live tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll just have the news. at 12 o'clock. So please, Moose Gang, tap into the news, the No Jumper news. Even if me and Lush are going to be on there, it's always a good time. Drop some Moose emojis, spam the chat with Moose Gang. You know, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for showing up for so long. Shasta, mod me up. I got you tomorrow. If you in the stream tomorrow, Shasta, I'll mod you up because I see you all the damn time. Thank y'all for rocking out with me for another stream. It's been an amazing one. Been super fun. Don't want to get off, but I could feel myself losing my voice. I've been yapping so much today, from No Jumper, 2 hours, Food Community, 2.5 hours, get home, stream for 3. I'm putting in that work for you guys, so y'all got some shit to watch, because I know it'd be dry out here in the content, because I'd be feeling the same way. I go on my YouTube sometimes and I'm like, ain't shit to fucking watch, bro. Nobody that's lit has dropped no content. So I'm gonna make sure, at least for the month of August, for sure. I loved y'all, man. I love y'all for August. Let me know. Like the stream, do all that good stuff. Shout out to the 120 people that's still in the live, man. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to all the new members. Thank you to all the super chatters. Y'all are real ones. Fuck with y'all. Do y'all thing. I'll see y'all tomorrow, though. Y'all know what it is. Same old shit. Same different day. 31 streams. 31 days August. I'll see y'all tomorrow. First, No Jumper News. Then we'll do a stream when I get home. Fuck with y'all, man. Love y'all. Love y'all. You know what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Do all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate y'all. Y'all is the best motherfuckers in the world. We ain't fans. We a family. This is a religion. The Muslims. Y'all know what it is. Buka buka. Hit that like button. Buka buka that like button right now. When I heard there's a podcast called Viral Way, I knew they were trans.
The biggest.
Wow. See y'all later.
WSSG. Don't forget the gang, bitch. Don't forget the gang, bitch. MooseMan is motherfucker. You know what I mean? Move militant while I build my bases. Only thought fits on the gram, you see the feds building cases. Yo, bitch, don't post the kids, I don't wanna hear you say shit. Bitch, it's MooseMan and I'm about my paper. I don't speak on my options, rearrange his face. Ain't it sad nowadays, you can't even run a face. Everybody so gangsta, but be all so fake. Got this Drake in my lap while I sip this drink. These rappers weenies, homies, can we just be frank? Started not even like 50s, only blue face franks. You spent high school getting punked, we don't do those pranks. Cross 3 oceans, 50 rivers, and 100 lakes. Got an acquaintances banned from 100 banks. How these rappers pay a little money, jumping rank. Can we talk about these flavors real quick? Yeah. Talk to your bag open and the whole room stinks. Whole lot of pints while I'm soaring like a kite. I know you see 'em. Look, don't touch these pieces, belong in the museum. Yo, shit more folks and flea market. So much shit in my camp, I think I'm fucking at the cheese market. Like I ain't smoked all day, I just wanna spark it. Turn the scraper to a Tesla, made them auto park it. I got 3 LLCs, a million more ideas. If you ain't grow up